This old man has been trying to walk past me now for approximately 10 minutes. Because unlike the women of this world, he doesn't have the ability to simply phase through people. So he is now stuck, wiggling aggressively toward me. Forever stuck in an eternal loop of never-ending despair. And with that, hello everyone! How are y'all doing? My god, he's still going. It's kind of getting... Okay, listen, I'll help you. Oh no, he is stuck now. We have broken him. We have completely broken this man. There's no recovery for him. Oh dear. Oh no. But yeah, we are back. Well, we are finally trying to catch up with some more Star Whale after the quick Genshin and Deltarune intermission. Last time, we had some shenanigans with Ashvale going on. And at the end of those, the moon basically said, you know what, fuck it. The winner this time just gets to be Eon, period. Not Eon for a minute, Eon, period. So, you know, that is a slight change in stakes. Wondering how the hell that is gonna play out. Like, dude, can I, like, do anything to interact with him? I don't think I can. Can I fear him? No. Can only stand inside him as he, like, now also phases out of existence. I have doomed this poor innocent soul. But yeah. We are still quite behind. I'm trying to catch up. I'm not sure if I'll manage to catch up entirely before the next patch is out, but, you know. We shall do our best, but of course that doesn't mean that I probably won't be taken like 5 streams to get there, because I'm gonna be yapping all the time. But you know, if you haven't like caught on to that fact by now, you either haven't watched me yet or are just, you know, rather slow, aren't you? Anyway, hey March, you've been staring at the moon for... Wow, March is so much taller than Silverwolf. Marchy, you've been staring at the moon for the past, like... Oh wow, to jump between Wolfie and Stell. Sorry. How long has it been since last Star Wars stream? 2 weeks? I think 3 weeks. You've been staring at the moon for 3 weeks. How are you holding up?
Wait, did you hear that? The moon just spoke!
I mean, it has a mouth and a face. It's been smiling at us since we started. That's not that confusing.
I'm not hearing things, am I? The Master of Elation is here?
Hurry, make a wish. It might actually come true.
I don't think Aha operates like that.
Hang on. This isn't right. Is it? Oh, that winking moon up there in the sky. It just spoke. For real.
Again, didn't it greet us when we landed here?
Hey,
How are we surprised by
wasn't
this?
just me, was it? You heard that too, right?
I did, loud and clear. Hey, Himiko.
I heard it too. That's why I came straight back for you. The winner of these Phantasmoon games shall inherit all my authority and become the true, permanent Eon of Elation.
I still think someone took over the game and is just claiming that in order to increase the stakes. Also, Satoru Gojo! Hey! That is quite the guest. The strongest has arrived.
Which means...
Change the price. Stakes have been raised.
Aha has raised the stakes. The final winner will inherit the authority of Elation itself.
Are you serious? This is so wild. It doesn't even feel real anymore.
Every time a path has vanished or been absorbed, the cosmic turmoil has lasted for dozens of amber eras.
Well, I'm fine. Just, frankly, a little bit tired still. I had to stay longer at work today. A bit longer than I would have hoped. That's why the stream is a bit later than my usual time. But, you know, managing, holding up, trying to catch up before I inevitably, like, get spoiled the climax of Plan Arcadia. Desperately trying to avoid that right now. Unfortunately, I was already spoiled quite a few upcoming story points just by, you know... Honestly, the thumbnails alone already did quite a bit of work. That have been popping up on my YouTube feed. But then again, like, considering I'm 2.5 months behind, at that point I can't really complain. Like, at that point it's kinda on me.
The transfer of an Eon's divine authority. How could that ever amount to a mere wager, lightly traded in a single world's game?
I mean, we are literally talking about Aha here, so that's not really that surprising, is it? Why would Aha do something like this? Because it's Aha! How many times have we been over this? How many times have I already said there's no point in trying to make sense of Aha? Bro literally turned a fucking worm into an emanator for the sake of shits and giggles. But something does feel off.
Exactly. It's just too weird. Can you really just give up being an Eon? What if this is just a big prank by those masked fools?
In the historical records, instances of the Phantasmoon speaking are few and far between, and the likelihood of it being influenced by an external force is exceedingly slim.
You want to tell you something? Hit me. You're always welcome to talk to me about whatever you wish.
Basically,
Well, as long as it's not completely off topic, you know.
Some cruel joke or a play on words. Once the games are over,
Ah, okay,
a
but
new god
fair
will be
enough.
born. One of unknown identity, unknown morality, and unknown purpose.
Man, I'd hope for a second.
They won't be a guest with a 1-minute pass to the Elation theme park. They will be its new owner. They may spread good fortune and steer the great wheel of the cosmos toward hope. Or they may be a god of utter malice, mocking all who stand against the destruction, intent on dragging the universe into an abyss of despair.
Strongest turned out to be script kiddies. I still take the title now. Well, I appreciate the enthusiasm at the very least. Someone must have overheard my wish. No, the universe is headed for turmoil. When isn't it?
Hey, don't you worry. I'm here. I'll protect you.
We've had nothing but universal turmoil.
No way!
Hell, we literally just prevented it from being deleted a few weeks ago.
Oh, what are they doing here?
Oh no.
I couldn't even get a ticket to Star Rail Fest, and now I'm seeing them right here on the street.
Whoa. Where did all these people come from?
Right, doesn't everyone still hate our ass? Because of the glorious, like, cut together, like, yes, I am the Trailblazer, and I hate Plan Arcadia, basically.
Hey, that declaration the Phantom Moon mentioned was about you, right? What are you gonna do? Got any kind of moon landing plans in the works?
You should just hit it with your bat! Send that thing spinning into a black hole at the edge of the cosmos!
No, I am now going to become God. Why would I do that?
You smash anyone who stands in your way with that bat!
That... Not entirely incorrect, but you know, usually you phrase it in a way that makes it sound like if a kindly old lady, like, is walking too slow in front of me, I'm gonna beat her down with a baseball bat. Like, we beat people down with, like, reason and discretion.
The way they say it makes you sound like a supervillain.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh-oh. You don't think that fight with the Daybreak Squadron made everyone turn on us, do you?
It probably did.
Come on, isn't that basically your trademark? You beat the Daybreak Warriors senseless.
Oh! All these big shots from across the cosmos, fighting to the death right in our backyard.
Right,
It's
we
gonna
did
be
kill...
epic.
We did literally kill 3 of them too.
Epic. Are
Well,
you
not
brain
us.
dead? One wrong move from them and we're in serious trouble. Just like what happened with the Herald of Death years ago.
Technically speaking, Ashvale did. But you get the idea.
Sign this for me, future Eon!
Yo! When you become an Eon, can I be your Emanator?
I'm not sure I will...
We should get away from this mess. Let's head back to the Express and discuss matters there.
What would I even be the Eon of? The Eon of trash cans? The Eon of slow thought processes. A moment later, as you squeeze your way through the crowd.
You're back.
Technically speaking, they killed themselves by killing innocents. If you count, like, vigilante justice as a consequence of that, I guess.
Himiko messaged me. She filled me in on the Star Rail Fest and the Phantom Moon's declaration. Things really are changing fast.
Is the last one of them still around? Oh, what was his name? Hold on. Oh, what was his name? Cinderborn, yes, thank you. Is he just vibing in the overworld now? Can I, like, pay him a visit? Give him a hug? No? Some snacks? Warm chocolate, a hug? Something along those lines. Now winning the game is more important than ever.
To prevent the divine authority from falling into the wrong hands,
No, wait.
the supplicants may go to any lengths now with their tactics and actions.
I just realized Sunday is about to have a meltdown, like, oh god, not this shit again. I thought I've been over this. Either that or he's gonna be like, it could have been this fucking easy. I was scheming for years. What do you mean? I just had to be in Plan Arcadia at the right time and I could have become a neon. Bro is gonna be livid.
After all, in most people's minds, they alone are the ones best suited to wield power. Right or wrong has little to do with it. Such is the nature of human will.
Yeah, and that may be exactly what the Phantom Moon wishes to see. A spectacular head-on battle of ambitions.
Madame Pearl has sent a communication request to the Astral Express. Accept transmission?
Sure. And she's just gonna be like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Honestly, the situation would warrant it.
It hasn't been long since we parted. And here I am disturbing you once more. My sincerest apologies.
Well, you also didn't expect the moon to announce the birth of a new god, so...
Please, there's no need to apologize. Given the urgency of this transmission, Madame Pearl, I assume you wish to discuss the Phantom Moon's recent declaration.
Nothing manipulates people's emotions quite like that moon in the sky. A permanent handover of divine authority. It is unprecedented.
I can't help but wonder whether some malicious presence lurks behind the Phantom Moon. Still, who else but the Elation themselves could wield such control over it?
In any case, the Phantom Moon's speech has made the public realize that the power to create a god is in their hands. Their emotions, and perhaps even their wish power, are swelling to historic levels. The Department of Aberration Defense even detected a surge of agitation and unrest among the Imaginary.
There may still be people watching who don't know stuff like that. Careful now.
People believe power rests in their hands. Their decisions tend to grow more radical and reckless. Please, be careful, and make sure to protect yourselves.
We need to protect... I mean, leave him in a room with Pearl alone long enough, and I'm most certainly... Okay, sorry.
It isn't required, but I advise you to limit your appearances in public spaces.
I'm well behaved, I promise.
The Media and Public Relations Department has been monitoring public sentiment.
Oh no, ow!
At present, speculation and criticism regarding the Astral
Yeah, fair.
Express
I earned that one.
I've seen it online myself. Following the fight with the Daybreak Warriors, there's been no shortage of hostile commentary aimed at her. A commentary program on TV has been claiming the Express's adventures are nothing but stories fabricated by the IPC.
We literally restored the universe from being deleted. Did no one pay attention to the fact where everyone died?
Many believe the Astral Express is oppressing the local heroes, and some are even speculating that she is the new Herald of Death.
What the? What's wrong with these people?
People are stupid, March.
These narratives are undoubtedly being amplified by media platforms steered by Full Wish. I've received a report from the Security Bureau. They tell me that many fans of the Daybreak Squadron have been stirred up and are threatening retaliation against the Express. I'll reinforce security in case agitators attempt to storm the station.
Can't control public opinion. Nope. That's all Full Wish doing. Let's beat her ass.
That much is certain. Still, given the current volatility of public sentiment, please exercise caution and self-control. I sincerely hope that the
This one is the
Phantom
Full
Moon's declaration will not
Wish.
disrupt the goodwill between us.
We need a battle cry.
Great danger still stands before us. After listening to the declaration, who knows what extremes Full Wish might be driven to.
I'm sure we'll find something. Maybe Himiko will just drop a banger line again for some reason that we can use for a while.
Affairs demand my attention, so I must excuse myself. Should there be further developments, I will keep you apprised.
Off she goes. Right, there's also the...
What do you make of the current situation?
This is the patch for Silverwolf and Evanesia, wasn't it? So we're probably going to be getting some lore for the both of them.
We need to take action and put a stop to Full Wish before things get even worse. Even if I'd never joined the Phantom Moon Games, I'd still make this decision.
Because for Evanesia, I still have no clue what the hell she's on about. What do you mean for Scott? No, we're more invested in Cinderborn, if anything.
Cinderborn and his friends only wished to become heroes. Yet Full Wish toyed with them. trampled their dreams, and cast them aside as expendable pieces.
Okay, never knows on that one. I mean, probably, but I'm also meant like her lore.
As his idol, I have to protect him. I'll fight for him and for everyone who believes in the Express.
As his idol? Hell yeah, we'd already have the light sticks.
Agreed. Given the likelihood of Full Wish acting unpredictably, we should confront her with everything we have. That reminds me, I can wonder.
Okay.
The happiness surgery taps into the power of abundance, yet Full Wish seems perfectly normal. Just how did she get her hands on something so dangerous?
Perhaps it's the lingering poison left behind by the previous Herald of Death.
Remember the whole Tony music as it. What do you mean? It's just like the melody of the fucking Oshinoko opening. It's not that difficult. Herald of Death.
15 years ago, the monster who turned living flesh into his artwork would, in the heat of combat, slip into bouts of frenzied elation and delirium.
It is actually singing it is difficult for me. Fair enough, I guess. Like I have a whole library of songs I could just start singing at any given moment. Why do you think I have a whole karaoke redeem?
The murderous mark he left
And
behind,
hopefully one of these days a karaoke stream, but that is a different
no
story.
delusion. According to his interrogation transcripts, he claimed to witness a brilliant golden tree, promising him everlasting life.
Yeah, that sounds golden tree, you
He
say?
claimed that in his hallucinations, the golden tree's branches coiled around him, drowning him in frenzy and pleasure. He wanted its blossoms to bloom before all, and to bring about that miracle, he was willing to slaughter without restraint.
That sounds very abundance. Very Mauerstruck, actually. Did he just get
In
Mauerstruck?
hindsight, it's clear that the Herald of Death was a supplicant who bore the power of abundance. The tragedy he orchestrated in Plain Arcadia ultimately forged another version of himself. Full Wish. Right now, in Plain Arcadia, how many have undergone the happiness surgery and turned into potential abominations of abundance? It's a terrifying thought. Full Wish. What has happened to you over the years? Hiding behind these innocent people.
Wait, wouldn't...
What are you really trying to accomplish?
Wasn't she like an underclass Monofimico? Wouldn't they like kind of know each other? At least, you know, like...
I need more information
loosely.
about this junior of mine. I plan to head to Graphia Academy. Care to join me? If we're to investigate Full Wish, we need to examine the traces left behind from the Herald of Death incident that took place during the last Phantom Moon Games. The recollections of teachers and the student records sealed away by the school. We're bound to find a vital clue there.
Oh, let's find out everything about Full Wish.
If you're set, let's get moving.
Back to school we go. Maybe this time I won't be haunted by ghosts or VTubers.
After that
Or the
so-called
ghosts of
dream
VTubers.
campus experience,
Mint
we've
Phantom?
ended up back at Graphia Academy. It's almost like revisiting the place after graduation.
Wake up, March.
Wait a minute. This nostalgia isn't an after effect of the Sparksy virus, right?
It probably is, unfortunately.
Don't worry, March. The Department of Aberration Defense conducted a comprehensive disinfection of the campus.
That's a relief. The last thing I need is to be mid-investigation and suddenly morph into some hopping, dancing mushroom rabbit.
Would be kinda cute, though.
Speaking of which, where should we begin our investigation into Full Wish?
How about talking? Nah, the dean is so dead. I want to avoid that. Maybe we should start with the teachers who are familiar with the situation.
I think it's best we see my
Dang
father
it.
first.
No, I don't wanna.
It's only appropriate that we obtain permission from the dean before proceeding with the investigation.
How about we don't, though?
15 years have passed, but there should be a backup of the student files, work logs, or visitor records. And only he knows where they're stored. Let's go then. To the dean's office.
I don't want to.
Say yes.
Man. I want to deal with her dad again. Can I just beat him to death with like a lightsaber? Why, I keep forgetting that we have an actual fucking lightsaber. I'll even deactivate it. It is a literal straight up lightsaber. Hello.
Himeko. There you are at last.
I wish we weren't.
Huge fight with those, what were they called? The warriors at the Floating Isle exhibition. And then you disappeared. Let me see. You're not hurt anywhere, are you? I sent you a dozen messages, and you didn't reply to a single one. Do you have any idea how worried I was? But seeing that you've come to tell me you're safe in person, I'll let this slide.
How about next time you send some messages that you're alive to your like 8-year-old daughter while her mother dies first? Before you get to complain about people not checking in with others. Huh? How about that? 6 years old. Well, that's even worse, you absolute dong schnozzle.
If you're really so preoccupied, a message or a call would do, you know.
I am going to skin you and wear it as a skin suit.
Ah, it's you two.
Jesus Christ, I hate this man.
Valiantly fought, huh? These Megatron warriors don't know who they're messing with. Do you think they dare challenge my
I'm
daughter's
not sure
throne?
that's how furries work. Furries don't walk like fursuits aren't made out of like literal wolf skin. I think. I hope in most cases. And otherwise wouldn't it imply that like if you're like a Viking and wearing like fur armor that you're technically just a furry? What about like Hercules? He wore the like pelt of the lion. Is Hercules a furry? I'm pretty sure that's not how that works.
Well, now it feels like we're the underlings of Warlord Himeko or something.
I mean, we're more so the kids of Mother Himeko.
In any case, I'll leave Himeko in your hands. Please try to keep her out of combat.
Of course, Grandpa. I got it, Grandpa. Oh, I don't want to call him Grandpa because that, you know. But it is unfortunately the funny option here.
Stop. Every time you and she get together, the conversation somehow drifts completely off course. I'm fine. I'm good. Your daughter's no porcelain doll. We came here to...
His daughter's a straight badass, actually.
I know. I understand. You didn't come as my daughter. Rather, I am currently speaking to the navigator of the Astral Express. But tell me, has there been progress on the new Herald of Death case? I wasn't expecting the question to come in rounds.
In rounds?
The Department of Aberration Defense also sent someone here before you. They inquired about Full Wish, but regrettably, I truly don't know how to answer. On one hand, I wasn't here 15 years ago. On the other, she is still considered one of our school's distinguished alumni.
Well, that already answers our question then. We can leave then. Goodbye.
I'm aware that you're involved in the investigation too. So, I compiled the pertinent documents ahead of time. I hope they'll
Well,
be
fine, we'll let it slide.
Thank you, Mr. Ryusuke.
Go ahead. The files are inside the archive room. Take whatever materials you need.
I won't take any more of your time then. Goodbye. Hopefully I won't see you again soon.
Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest serving faculty member here and likely knows the most.
Then we'll try the archive room. Let's go, you two. Thank you, Dad.
We should be able to find the
Giving him too much credit, Himiko.
Miss Dolly around in the Genesis classroom, right?
Well, Miss Dolly most certainly seems to be excited to talk to us. Why don't you talk to the other students, though?
I recognized you in the distance. Himiko, it really is you.
Miss Dolly, please forgive me for not coming to see you sooner. I've been back for a while now, but this is the first chance I've had to come see you.
Don't worry about it. I'm simply happy that you cared enough to visit.
Aww. Bless.
I must apologize about the mask you entrusted me. In the end...
Please, I can't thank you enough for safeguarding the mask all those years.
Look at you. You have
Aww.
changed a bit. Oh, you and your friends look like you're in a hurry. Is there something you need to attend to?
In a manner of speaking, we're here to ask about Full Wish.
Full Wish? The poor child who survived the Herald of Death.
The very same.
The school organized a fundraiser for her back then. I still remember how she bowed again and again with tears in her eyes at everyone who helped. Poor girl. Though she was lucky to have survived, her parents didn't make it. There were rumors flying around the school saying she had something to do with the Herald of Death.
Yeah, I figures people would be
So lucky.
trying to steer it in that direction.
Who survived? What a bunch of scoundrels. She had good grades and a good heart. And becoming famous, she often came back to visit the school and sponsored a number of scholarship projects.
Yeah, I'm still wondering, like, where it all went wrong, basically.
Speaking of which, do you know anything about what happened to her after she graduated from school?
I heard she went somewhere beyond the sky to further her studies after graduation. She had the chance to work for the Interastral Peace Corporation, but chose to return home and take over Seafell TV instead, which was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Well, Clyde gets a parent get and then shoved into the limelight as the survivor. I think that's... I mean, fair, but I'm more talking about the whole, you know... forming a cult and infecting people with the abundance part. You know? That's a slight, like, escalation, I would argue.
Somewhere beyond the sky. Miss Dolly, do you know where she went exactly?
I never heard. However, she pushed out many projects after taking over the TV station and managed to expand their business to the whole of Plain Arcadia in just a few years. That is all I know.
Thank you, Ms. Dolly, for your intel.
Thank you, Miss Dolly.
The gym teacher is sick again.
The new
How about you two?
He's real. They say he came back to life and was responsible for what happened in Dovebrook.
I mean, we've already been over that.
He's not coming here to kill again. Is he? Maybe we should ask for leave and stay home until this blows over?
What are you, scared? If he really comes,
What?
I'm live streaming the whole thing and getting all the clout for it. Who needs leave after that? I'll just quit school altogether.
You'll quit school, alright? Just probably not in the way you'd be thinking.
I heard he murdered hundreds of students here 15 years ago.
Hundreds? Really? I only heard that the crime scene still exists somewhere on campus.
Yeah, don't go to the higher levels. For some reason, the fucking dean has set up like a horror chamber where people can relive the memories. Fuck only knows why he did that.
I don't feel too good about this. We should get out of here.
If we help the Express gang, there's a chance we might get featured in The Fluffy.
You're seriously obsessed with becoming famous.
Bro does not have his priorities in order. Ah, right. No, this isn't the area where Death lives quite yet. Hello. Right, this is where we met Evanessia.
This archive room is giving me the creeps. It's so gloomy. Almost like we've stumbled into Fixtroll Garden.
Ghosts?
It was like this 15 years ago as well. The archives tracked all academic results. Near the final exams, students dissatisfied with their abilities often poured their frustration into painting unsettling things.
Oh dear, no, oh dear lord, no. This archive is full of furry porn!
There's a lot
and
of
foot fetish content!
Aside from what my father organized for us,
dear God!
Explore the other areas as well. If possible, keep an eye out for clues regarding Full Wish's life after graduation. She returned to her alma mater frequently, so there must be records of her visits. Dabbling in technology related to the abundance. Where exactly did she acquire it? Perhaps her past holds a clue.
Maybe she was like at one of the Chenjo ships? I think Twilight fanfic is the worst. I mean, arguably, there are Twilight, like Twilight fan... 50 Shades of Grey is literally a Twilight fanfic, so you know there's that. Sparkle, what the hell are you doing here?
Is this?
Could Sparksy really have pulled the same trick again and left you a gift at the school? Confiscated from the Sparky's fan club unauthorized late night gathering. Confiscated item, sparkly plushie, definitely not an owner hole. Reason for confiscation: 3 second-year-old students and 5 first-year students formed an unauthorized club called Sparksy Fan Club and held an unsanctioned gathering in the gymnasium late at night. Club members wore bizarre costumes, weaved glow sticks, and chanted, "Destroy the old model" and "Sparksicle forever," all while surrounding the doll? The continuous noise resulted in a nightmare tool teacher suffering a sudden seizure and requiring emergency medical attention. Stored in the archive room to be returned upon graduation.
Ugh, did they really have to put this here?
Must have been the wind. What? Nobody said anything. What else we got? Computer that's probably older than you, living out its golden years on this desk. Oh, it's even still Windows code. Search Full Wish. Renowned entrepreneur Full Wish visits school recently. Full Wish warmly shakes hands with students. What did they take from the speech? Here's what these 3 students had to say.
There's so many press releases here.
Scroll forward a bit. Renowned entrepreneur Full Wish donates school scholarship. School makes first appearance in school in Full Wish TV's annual university rankings. Full Wish TV covers our school's anniversary celebration once again.
The school's annual Distinguished Student Register from 1982 to 1984? For 3 consecutive years, first place was always Full Wish.
Interesting. Himiko.
Formal caution regarding a student's non-compliant hairstyle. Disciplinary action concerning a student's involvement in 3 food poisoning cases. Disciplinary notice for a student's involvement in a physical altercation.
Simply magnificent. You read with bated breath and it takes a good long while before you snap out of it. Right isn't exactly the task at hand. At the very bottom of all the entries regarding Himiko lies a faculty appointment notice from 15 years ago. The new wet-haired assistant is the dean's daughter. Constitution is weak, so she can't handle heavy labor. Remember, don't assign her anything outside of clerical work. So read the note on the file. Not quite the Himiko we know. No results found for your search. The search page slaps the black text on a white background right in your face.
The IPC has severed all channels of intel with its iron grip. Hardly a surprise.
Everything's been censored. Also, there's still the drawing of Evanessi over there. So going, I'm doing well. Just haven't had as much time for streaming lately as I would like to. But, you know, for good reasons. I've mostly just been busy with other cool shit. So it's just... I've been kind of stressed out, but like a positive kind of stress. I've been busy. Let's just go with busy, shall we? Let's stop there for now. How about you, Marchie? Did you find anything? Or have you just been staring at this wall?
Open up! Detective March 7th is on the case. So spill the beans. How much do you know about what happened 15 years ago?
You've got the wrong guy, I swear. I'm just an innocent, cursed imagining. I can't even move from this spot. I don't know anything.
Wonderful. March is bullying the whiteboard.
Ribbit. The dean ordered me to dig up whatever materials I could find for you all to read.
Ah, yes, the very ominous glowing file. The label of this cabinet reads Alumni Yearbook. Which year did Fulwer graduate? I seem to remember that you obtained this information from somewhere. I remember! Right, no, would be the last one. The first page is a somber graduation poster. None of the students in the photo betrayed any hint of a smile. They stood sparsely, like the teeth in an aged person's mouth, separated by absences that could never be filled. The alumni yearbook for the class 1984. 1984? I wonder if that like actually has like any symbolism. You find the page belonging to Fullwish. Name Fullwish. Number... Great, it's all expunged. My interest. Favorite color, white. Dream destination, the seaside. Hallucigenia is favorite animal. Ideal career teacher. Messages from classmates. Graduation day has finally arrived, but so many never made it back. If I hadn't slipped away early that day, could I have done something for them? When I look at the empty seats in our classroom, I often feel guilty for being powerless. Fullwish, did you feel the same? We've come to terms with it now. The past is the past. Those of us left behind, we have to take care of ourselves. I hear the climate on garden stuff, botanical study is very different. Take care of yourself, Fullwish. Garden Star. Winning further. We're gonna. Messages from parents left blank. Oh no. Oh no.
Garden Star of Botanical Study. Cognitive Science Research. Miss Dolly mentioned that Fullwish went beyond the sky to study after graduation.
Well, now we have a good guess where.
This is where she went. Let's go.
Whoop, my bad.
Well, did you find anything?
Found these clues. Tell Himiko about the clues you discovered in the alumni catalog.
Garden Star of Botanical Study? It appears to be a greenhouse world located within the Consternation Star Zone. Oh, found it. Its property ownership is registered under a specific school within the Intelligentsia Guild.
That's how she probably ended up, like, close to the IPC then.
Strange. The name of the school is encrypted.
That is strange.
I've heard conspiracy theories claiming the Herald of Death from 15 years ago was actually someone from the IPC.
Not so much a conspiracy theory. We have that one confirmed. We have that one nailed down, actually. We are very much aware of that one.
Given the great lengths the IPC went to in wiping away all traces after the incident, perhaps the rumors are true.
Fullwish was hurt by the Herald of Death. Yet, after studying in an institution funded by the IPC, she became a suspect in the new Herald of Death incident.
This comes back to the IPC.
I know the guys from the Strategic Investment Department have been nice to us, but whenever something bad goes down in the cosmos, the first thing everyone thinks is the IPC did it, right?
They don't really have a good track record, yeah.
Himeko, do you think Pearl might be planning something nasty for this Phantom Moon Games too?
As a member of the IPC, Pearl clearly won't reveal everything she knows to us. However, I'm inclined to believe she bears us no ill will. After all, the crisis Fullwish might be plotting would completely overturn the IPC's order here, and that would serve her no benefit. I'm more inclined to think that after witnessing the power of the Herald of Death, she resolved to uncover the truth behind it. That's why she went to another world to study after graduation. But is the knowledge she gained in just a few short years enough to create the happiness surgery?
Well, if she has the right sponsors, surely.
If the power of the abundance used in the happiness surgery stems from the Herald of Death's lingering poison, would the IPC, who have tried to hide this in every way possible, really be unaware of her actions? There are too many things here that an ordinary scholar simply couldn't achieve. Perhaps I should contact her as a fellow alumna and have an open, honest talk.
I'm not sure if that's gonna work really all that well, considering she has actively tried to kill us. Have you considered that, Himeko? That fucking loading circle gets me every time. It's such a good accessory, isn't it?
Contact Fullwish as her senior? After all this time, would she even want to see you?
I really like the fact that they actually let you like keep it on like in like the actual story. Well, not really cutscenes, but you know, dialogue sequences.
I don't know.
How did you meet her?
Back then, I had taken a leave of absence from university due to health issues. So I was doing some idle work at my father's school to clear my mind. Fullwish would occasionally run to the library to slack off. She and Belle always appeared together, helping me organize newspaper clippings and library cards, all while chattering on about classmates' crushes and the latest gossip.
Aww.
They didn't treat me like a patient who needed special care, nor did they treat me like the dean's daughter. We often shared snacks brought from home and secretly dug out the school's collection of ancient books and paintings to admire them. Fullwish, she was the model student, always knowing a little more than everyone else. Her questions often went beyond the textbooks, pushing past the boundaries of what someone her age should know. When she looked through those illustrations of Imagine, her eyes would always sparkle. I could feel the passion in her eyes, and an unspeakable sense of loneliness.
Then everything got worse.
Remembers our old friendship. She will meet me. Fullwish is walking a dangerous path right now, and the deeper someone walks into the abyss, the more they crave the recognition and understanding of old friends. I want to ask her myself, why has the happiness she pursues become an illusion that can only be maintained by a taboo surgery?
Just try not to get, like, forcefully lobotomized yourself, please. I will protect you.
Me too.
Thank you, you two.
The kids are tagging along. Like, hey, Full Wish, your senior's now a mom. Check out my kids.
And thank you for your investigation. Though many questions remain unanswered, at least I now have a clearer picture of her movements after graduation.
One of them has an evil version of herself inside her, and the other is a living bomb. There's also my third kid who is a dragon with some very, very angry ex-boyfriend, but that is a different story.
By the way,
Nuclear family.
There's one more place I'd like to visit. Before I meet Full Wish, I want to say goodbye to that memory from 15 years ago.
You mean that old school building from 15 years ago?
And also, hold on. Just wondering, like, what other... I do have a few accessories. I could also have, like, the fucking cat on my head. Sunglasses. Right, and of course the fucking ore farming wing. Oh. Let's just keep going with the fucking loading screen icon. I paid $3 for this and I'm going to use it. What? I didn't catch the dialogue that was scrolling through the bottom, I apologize. Both of you shouldn't be sleeping here, I'm just saying. Then again, sleeping at school is something I'm also quite familiar with, so... At least I didn't do it in the hallway. I did it in the classroom, like a civilized person. Like the silver wolf one, the glasses you mean? Fair, I just didn't end up getting those. Where are we headed? Ah, this way. Zoom! Right, we're heading back into the scary zone. Please don't tell me about to get like jump scare. Oh no, they're already there. That is a bad sign. That is a bad sign. The ghosts of the past are already haunting the classroom. Himiko, do we really have to go in there?
I'm so sorry. I just couldn't finish tidying up the ribbons, and now I've dragged you into staying this late.
Don't worry about it, Belle. It was my turn on duty today anyway.
Himiko? Is this?
The ghosts of the past!
Yes. In this imaginated classroom, the after images of the students from 15 years ago still linger in their original places.
Tomorrow is the school anniversary. I wonder how lively it will be. They've invited parents here. Will your parents be coming? Oh, Full Wish?
Not the doomed lesbians.
Full Wish from her youth.
Yeah, Dad already took time off. By now he's probably out on the streets with Mom, picking out formal wear.
Ah! Unfortunate for the both of them.
We have to dress to the nines. That's just like him. He always loves making those kinds of jokes.
Then you'd better put on a good show, huh?
There won't be a show anymore, Belle. Because unexpected guests have arrived.
Well, sure, we can just do it immediately, I guess. Makes the whole, like, finding a time and place for hanging out easier. Hello, how are you doing?
Everyone from the Astral Express and Himiko. I didn't expect to meet you here. Did you enjoy yourselves at Star Rail Fest? Did you grant those smiling kids their wishes and bring joy to everyone?
Well, the kids are dead, unfortunately, for starters.
Full wish.
Himiko, you recognized me at just a glance.
What are you doing here?
I am here to mourn that dusk from 15 years ago. Before making any major decisions, I always come here to sit in silence for a while. I thought Himiko was at school.
That doesn't sound healthy.
When I saw Belle lying in a pool of blood, when I was crushed under the collapsed wall and unable to breathe, the thought crossed my mind. Poor Himiko. If you had met the Herald of Death with that delicate frame of yours. But who would have guessed? You're alive and living quite well. You became the navigator of the Astral Express, roaming freely beyond the sky, just like the three of us used to talk about in our chats. Your dream came true. Congratulations are in order.
I'm sensing some resentment.
Himiko, do you know 15 years have passed? And my wounds have mostly healed. Regrettably, there are some scars and emptiness that time can never heal. Look around. Even here, even with these phantoms, their seats are still empty. Belle, Leon, Xianya, Mia, and so many others. 15 years have passed, and I've learned that time isn't a cure. It's a shroud, binding itself around me, layer upon layer. So I made a decision. I'm going to tear it open. I'm going to let everything bloody and unforgettable beneath it see the light of day again.
Yeah, but how about you, like, don't murder a bunch of people for that?
See the light of day? You were a victim of the Herald of Death, only to become the second Herald of Death yourself?
There are healthier ways to cope.
To use a power you can't possibly comprehend to win the Phantasmoon games. How are you any different from that monster back then? From the monster that took your parents' lives? I'm sorry. I shouldn't compare you to that.
No, you should, by all means.
You still have a chance. Stop this now.
Very much the path she's going right now.
Stop? I'm sorry. I don't quite understand what you're saying.
In that case, I can't let you leave. No, you know exactly what we're talking about.
I would advise everyone to think twice before making rash accusations.
But the camera's rolling again.
As a media professional, let me give you a piece of advice. From now on, when you're in front of a camera lens, watch your expressions and be cautious with your words and actions. At the very least, try not to look so flustered during this public exchange. We live in a world where we are constantly gazed upon and watched by others. This camera crew was originally prepared for my upcoming speech, but meeting you all here...
She's really just gonna cut everything together to make us look like assholes again, isn't she?
To the audience watching from your screens, you know my name, and I know that right now, you are watching me. 15 years ago, with the tacit approval of the IPC and the Arcadia Council, the master of Elation's divine ritual degenerated into a barbaric, bloody game. You and I, the residents of this Arcadia, surrendered a lifetime of dignity, wealth, and time to them. All in exchange for a single full meal. We are surrounded by bizarre entertainment
and stimulating gore. We soak all day in shallow, boring programs, achieving nothing. And now, we must live in fear of the unscrupulous atrocities of these supplicants from beyond the sky, forcing smiles as we applaud and cheer for them. Is this the happiness the god promised us? No! Absolutely not! The Master of Elation would never be deceived by miracles, but with pain and blood. What they desire to see are heartfelt smiles. And so, they granted me a revelation. Everyone, on that evening 15 years ago, what saved me was not luck. It was not the supplicants. And it was certainly not the IPC. Right here, as the Herald of Death approached, step by step, the one who sent down a miracle was the Master of Elation. They allowed me to escape with my life.
She's trying to like...
And when I was trapped in a small room, consumed by loneliness, they sent me a mask. They revealed my mission to me. To bring happiness back to a plain Arcadia that has lost its smile.
She's just going full false prophet now, isn't she?
I, Fullwish, survivor of the Bloodstained Games, hereby formally announce that I will join the Phantasmoon Games! In this game, I shall win the Eon of Elation's authority. And then, I will make smiles of happiness bloom on the faces of every single person in plain Arcadia!
So you want to make blooms appear on everyone's faces, huh? How very abundant of you. You could say smiles will be abundant.
Smile. I will bring happiness to you too. Just as I will bring it to everyone. I won't manipulate the Phantasmoon Games like those high and mighty IPC executives. Nor will I treat the rewards granted by the God of Elation as bargaining chips for profit.
You literally are already using the media to manipulate the Phantasmoon Games. What are you on about?
We are in plain Arcadia, so we should decide the winner in a plain Arcadian way. I'll give you a stage if that's what you want. I invite you all to a televised debate at Fullwish TV in Seafeld City. The invitation extends to all.
Not a debate.
A plain Arcadian way? That's just a way that benefits you. We're not going.
You can refuse, of course. But then, under the gaze of billions of viewers, you must accept your public image as frauds deceiving the world and cowards with guilty consciences.
Yeah, and if we appear, it's gonna cut everything together to make us look the exact same.
Remember, this isn't just an invitation. It is your only chance to defeat me in front of everyone. Since you believe you represent what is right.
What if we do just beat her to death with a baseball bat?
The stage is set. Come and perform this final act that will determine the future of the Arcadia with me. Or simply leave. The choice is yours.
Like, are there any other supplicants that could, like, cause trouble if they win the games? Not really, like, most masks are accounted for.
Are we just going to let Fullwish walk away?
We are right in the middle of the cameras she prepared. Remember to be cautious with your words and actions. Let's leave here and return to the Express.
Hello, everyone.
Oh god, what did they do now?
Morning Report. We're continuing our exclusive coverage. Just moments ago, we received some shocking news. The head of our station, Lady Fullwish,
Oh, where did my model go?
announced that she will be
Hello?
entering the Phantasmoon Games as a supplicant.
There we go, I'm back. What the hell? Just consumed for a moment by the void.
She's inviting supplicants to the Fullwish TV studio to discuss and debate the topic, what kind of future will the Phantasmoon Games bring to this world?
Doom.
What a magnificent topic. At a time when supplicants from beyond the sky are brazenly
I would say Doom, probably.
our local heroes, finally, a supplicant has appeared who truly cares about and represents the citizens of Plain Arcadia.
Too true. Ever since these Phantom Moon games began, signs of things spiraling out of control have been popping up everywhere. First, the famous streamer Sparksy tried to spread a mimetic virus. Then the nameless of the Astral Express clashed with the Daybreak Squadron, causing severe damage to Lookout Cloud and the Skyline Express line.
With so many accidents happening, you really can't help but wonder, are we seeing a repeat of the Bloodstained games from 15 years ago?
You got that right! Speaking of the Bloodstained games 15 years ago, Miss Fullwish herself was a survivor of that tragedy. She's come such a long way, never once letting her painful past keep her down. A true legend of resilience. Now Miss Fullwish has joined the fray as a supplicant. She must be here to stop the tragedy from repeating itself and to reclaim the peaceful days this world deserves from the hands of supplicants from beyond the sky.
She's also going to lobotomize everyone again. If we're not like.
Will she be able to shoulder the wishes of Plain Arcadia and set this game right again after it's spiraled out of control? Let's wait and see.
She's the one causing the spiral. For fuck's sake.
Shameless.
Yeah, exactly. I'm feeling you, Marge.
Reporting news about your own station director on your own TV station, and you still have the gall to pretend you've received some shocking news? Don't you guys talk to each other internally?
Marge has finally realized media.
I see. Full Wish actively issued a challenge. I ran a search. Seafeld City is a port town neighboring Duo-Mention City. Full Wish TV's predecessor, Seafeld TV, is located there. Looking at it this way, the televised debate is obviously nothing more than a diversion. What Full Wish wants most is for us to walk right into the trap she's prepared. So, what do you think?
Do we have another choice? Yeah, I won't back down.
You're really going to the TV station to fight her?
I have a baseball bat.
But not to debate. I'm going to tear off her mask of happiness in front of the entire audience. But before we act, I need more help.
Help? We can all help you. Wait.
I mean, we still have Danhung and Sunday. Sunday!
Sparksy.
What?
Ever since Sunday was dragged into the Phantom Moon games by Yao Guang, he hasn't returned for days. However, I haven't heard of him making any public appearances either. Asking him to cooperate as a wildcard right now is a good idea.
We're gonna ask both.
But what's the deal with finding Sparksy?
Whether Sparksy counts as our ally is a massive question mark. But right now, there is indeed something we need her help with.
Just going to, like, infect everyone with a mimetic virus again.
Full Wish said that when loneliness trapped her in that small room, the Master of Elation sent her a mask.
So she's a masked fool.
Correct. If every fool has stepped into the tavern before, then there must be traces hidden there left by Full Wish as a fool. Just like
how we tracked down the clues about SparksyCon.
But, like, couldn't we, like, ask Sampo instead?
Sparksy.
I can't believe I'm saying this.
Stand on our side?
I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but, like, Sampo is probably more reliable in this regard. Ugh. Makes my skin crawl just to say that.
Well, this is certainly a condition she wouldn't be able to turn down.
Fair, we do have more leverage with her. Huh. Not long before, in the Phantasm Room courtyard, lesbians.
Just said. As for the brewing storm, whether the turmoil once again is the result of the laughter's mischief. What exactly was that supposed to mean? You mean to say the Joy Seeker wants to destroy the very rules they laid down? The game they wove with their own hand?
Come over here.
Get over here.
This fox mask is a ritual instrument I once used in dance and music. It accompanied me across vast distances in search of an elixir of immortality, a mark of who I was in life. I've lost count of how long it has been since I last wore it since being enlightened and transplanted here. But here it is, presented on the
Enlightenment
altar
transplanted.
again. Which means...
Like, is she the tree itself?
As the game's referee, you've been pushed onto the field. In this moment, you are now a supplicant.
For over a century, I presided over a war game in which supplicants carved out their own territories and vied for supremacy, using the power of the masks. I've also hosted survival games where emanators took the stage to compete, invoking eonic powers to try and slaughter every last opponent in a single day. Whenever the Phantasmoon games are at risk of being suspended or disrupted, I will use the authority granted by the elation and the abundance to measure, judge, and punish any violators. I guess you could call me the security protocol for the Phantasmoon games. But now, someone has gone and designated me as a supplicant. It's utterly unheard of.
Feels kind of biased, doesn't it?
Who else but the laughter could pull off something like this?
Perhaps some entity harboring a deep-seated hatred for the laughter.
Who could it be? Entities like that. I couldn't count them all even if I used my toes.
I mean, the Lord Ravager, like, trying to destroy the elation is us at Primat, so, you know. Seems like the painfully obvious choice already at this point.
I warned that jerk ages ago. Take a joke too far, and you're bound to make enemies. See? Instant karma.
Never mind who he is, or what he's after. We're here, now. So what do you plan on doing? Fortune rests upon misfortune, and misfortune gives rise to fortune. Becoming a supplicant isn't necessarily a bad thing. Wouldn't that allow you to step openly into this chaos and drag the puppet master into the light?
You're looking to team up with me? Team up with someone from the abominations of abundance
Was
that
about to
you
say.
Banjo people despise?
That's hardly appropriate. You're an ancient sacred tree.
I mean...
It's the furthest thing from an abomination of abundance. No.
You might want to ask the Chenjo natives about that, because they will certainly have an ancient sacred tree that is very much an abomination of the abundance.
Oh, your standards are certainly flexible. The hunt and the abundance. We really make quite the interesting pair.
Which is why there is so much art of them. So much art.
How about we start by freeing my friend in the tree?
I nearly forgot about that. Chip away, little bird. I'll allow it.
Something's just been trapped in there.
General Yao Guang and Miss Fox, I've received some news that might interest you.
A happiness surgery that wipes away suffering. The power of abundance in this world is disgustingly excessive.
I know.
It seems the most
Don't say that right next to
omen
her.
I foresaw may not originate from the Stellaron hunters, nor from...
Nope, my bad.
If you can, I would ask that you direct your focus toward Seafeld City.
You want to take a trip to Seafeld City? It seems I'll have to use some special measures to shorten the journey.
She's just gonna teleport her, isn't she?
Oh, this is the part I've been looking forward to the most. I've always been curious where exactly this secret court is located, and what it connects to.
Xianzhou lady, let me show you this world's most impressive method of travel.
Oh, it's gonna happen off screen. Oh, never mind. Okay. Literally just the train station?
Already? Wait. Why are we at this
Public transport.
Because naturally, we're taking the express to get where we're going.
All that buildup, and this is your idea of an impressive method of travel?
I mean, to be fair, like a well-organized network of like public transport is a very impressive method of travel, considering like the logistical effort you have to put into, like, you know, making sure everything runs on time, scheduling so you don't get like any to make sure there's no cluttering and stuff like that. So, you know, trains are impressive. Yeah, exactly. Or maybe that's just the autism talking. Could also be that, of course, but like...
Well, what else? That's why I said you've definitely never seen this before. It's the Bulletworm Express. I bet you've never taken a ride on this.
Hell yeah, speed train.
You're the arbitrator
Nah,
of the fantasy
nah, it would never be.
For crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way of getting around?
It is a talking badass speed train. What's your problem, Yaoguang?
You're a great general of the Xianzhou for crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way to get around?
Train's not cool enough for you.
Fine, fine.
You know,
for the first time in my life, I finally know what it feels like to be the fool.
You know, if I had a nickel for like every time Hoyoverse released like a wage baiter x-wage baited couple like in the past like couple of months, I have 2 nickels already, which isn't a lot, but that's a lot of nickels for a short time span.
Hey, you got any money on you? Spot me a ticket, would ya?
That's the second time.
Glorious. Oh, I love them. They are delightfully stupid. Sorry, tech characters can be added to the team. Sure then. I mean, the teams are essentially the same, so... Yeah, I think the teams are exactly the same, aren't they? Can literally just swap, though. I can, of course, also flex and, you know... Just use... my own Evanescia. There we go. Although, honestly, like, the whole Elation squad has been very underwhelming for me in terms of gameplay. I've been struggling with the endgame content that of late, I swear. Haven't managed to get the star on like the new MOC quite yet.
Are you mesmerized by the scenery? Or is there something in your divinations weighing on your mind?
After casting divinations 1,000 times, one may learn to keep a still heart. Yet, each foreseen omen of doom still clouds the inner lake with gathering shadows.
Like, the one thing Elation still very much also needs is like an Elation sustain. Like, the fact that there's no sustain synergizing with Elation currently is like the main thing holding them back a lot, I feel. Yeah, sadly they turn out to be way more vertical investment backloaded. They aren't bad at all, but backload damage makes you feel like you deal 0 damage. Yeah, exactly. Like, at E0? Like, even with, like, the perfect... And, like, the big issue is you can't really optimize because they don't really scale off anything. That's the annoying part. Like, you can grind artifacts all you want, but 90% of the cases it's not gonna, like, do anything. Because of the way elation damage works. Hopefully new eventually is either elation or follow-up support for the full male team. Fair? I could probably see him as an he would work for both, really. You can speed tune because it depends on team speed. Yeah, but that's like one thing compared to, like, you know, my casteress, where I can like balance HP values and quit values and all that jazz, you know. There's just a lot more ways. There's a lot more wheels you can turn in order to like get the most damage out of your team in other DPS archetypes. Speaking of, I'm very curious how like Robin is gonna be slotting into the, assuming she's gonna be a Remembrance for the full Remembrance team. I'm wondering how she's gonna be slotting in. I believe she's probably meant to replace. I think she was meant to replace Evernight, even, wasn't she? Either that or Hyacinth, one of the two. We'll see. I think she, or was she even meant to replace Castoris? That would be wild. We'll see. We'll see once the kits start dropping. For now, I just hope that with like the new Himiko and the Fate collab coming next patch, I'm gonna be able to like get my teams back online properly. Especially the Fate collab looks fun. I'm not sure if Gilgamesh is gonna be playable like at all. At least like compared to how shockingly good Archer was. But like Wynn's animation alone would probably make her worth pulling already. And Himiko also looks like absolute cinema from what I've seen. Anyway.
That is why, before divining, I usually wipe clean my mind's eye to clear away stray thoughts, lest the outcome be disturbed.
Take a word of advice from someone slightly your senior. Maybe it's nothing new to you. If we treat every approaching calamity like a final reckoning, wouldn't an infinite lifespan turn into prolonged suffering?
Enjoy the present. Indeed. Yet, worldly joys are fleeting as morning dew, while our duties are as immovable as heavy mountains.
Diviners often miss the fun right in front of them because they foresee tomorrow's suffering. But have you ever thought about this? That so-called suffering of tomorrow might just be the poisonous fruit sown by you being terrified today.
Fair. I mean, she has a point there. It is a fairly common trope that, like, you know, a diviner or an oracle sees some great calamity in the future, and trying to avoid that is exactly what causes the calamity. That's like classic Greek tragedy stuff. Like the most basic of stuff, even. Always very effective, though.
Because we know the ending, that every scene along the way is so precious and unique, isn't it? Look at this harbor before us. When I first set foot here, all these streets, the fishing boats, the people, none of them existed. As far as the eye could see, there was only fire. The seas had been vaporized, leaving only fractured seabeds and ash that blotted out the sun. The demonic legions from beyond still hadn't departed. And the waves that would surge into Dovebrook had, in that moment, not yet arrived.
So she's all the way back from when the destruction was trying to like turn Acadia into a pile of dust.
Just on the mountain over there, a painter and I looked out at the iron red scars on the earth. She told me, that which vanishes is bound to return. She swore to use her brush to preserve everything claimed by the destruction.
It seems she succeeded.
Wherefore?
And so, I too shall keep my promise to her, maintaining the course of the Phantasmoon Games until the sands of time slip away. With every descent into this game's cycles, I shall enjoy myself to the fullest, like sipping tea, be it sweet or bitter, I shall savor the flavor of every instant. To do otherwise would be a disservice to the people and things that have passed.
To savor a fleeting moment against the backdrop of eternity. Naturally, the flavor is profound. A pity, though. Even as a long-life species, my time is brief compared to yours. As a Xianzhou native, the karma I carry is far too heavy. I could never learn how to be as carefree as you.
Yeah, fair. The constant threat of like going insane and killing all your loved ones because of getting Mauer struck probably does dampen people's mood a little bit now and then.
Miss Evanescia, what to you is a game to be savored? Is a life and death reality for the living beings of plain Arcadia?
Alright then. Next up, I'm entering brooding and edgy serious mode.
I don't think like the pink girl is gonna be able to do much of that.
That won't be necessary.
Then again, we had the same situation with March before. She also ended like broody and edgy mode.
I shall use the Eye of Ishvara to divine the fates of the people in Seafeld City. If they face imminent catastrophe, a red fate slip will be hanging above their heads.
Yapping is real. Yes, let me have fun with the game.
The rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the jade abacus reveals its
What you do?
The celestial eye opens and shuts, as calamity and fortune reveal themselves.
Not you, damn. Fair enough, I'm just used to you always complaining about my yapping. Otherwise, the next 20 hours you have 30 sentences. Oh dear.
Calamity looms overhead. The crimson slip is cast.
To be honest, you don't actually feel it while playing. Yeah, exactly. It's still entertainingly written after all.
Mr. Sunday will share my insight with you through the spirit bird, Miss Evanescia. Please, bear witness.
Watching it, yeah, the yap is real. Yeah, fair enough.
Is that their fate hanging over their heads?
It is a little bit, a little on the nose, don't you think?
Let's take a closer look.
Miss Yao Guang. Also, an ad break is starting soon, so it's very convenient that they stopped yapping for like 5 minutes. Because it means I can actually, you know, take the break rather conveniently while we just, you know, enjoy the view for a moment. Make sure to, you know, do the usual. Grab yourself something to drink, hydrate, grab some snacks, use the bathroom, stretch a little bit. I don't know. Call your mom and tell you love her. You know, all the usual break stuff. I'll do the same and I will see you guys in a bit. Alright? Alright. Bye-bye. Yeah. Right, so what are we supposed to do now? Have you made any resolutions? Resolution? What's that? Resolution. Oh, like revolution! Yeah, sure, I'll take someone else. Oh! Wait a second. Girl is ready to take on the world. Ooh, damage.
Drop your weapons! Faster, stronger!
Dane, delete. I didn't think that would work that well. Dane really said, as you command. Hold on. That's weird. This looks about right, doesn't it? Yep. Seems about right. I hate you!
This is about the nature of Amphorius itself. The story of the prime mover of life.
I hate him so much!
What a broad topic this is. Where shall we start?
God damn it! Ah!
She did say that. You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he
Okay,
was
Nova.
disappearances.
I'm sorry, it didn't make too much sense to pull that one out. No! 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 Why are you here? Why? No! 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 Oh God. Is that Hatsune Miku? Hatsune Miku? What? The children can. Ayo, I'm back. I am back. Who missed me? Give me just a quick second. Da-da-dum-dum-dum. There we go. Alrighty. Let's get right back to it, shall we? Just stalking the innocent people of Planacadia.
Wheel slips hanging over their heads.
Astral Express, boo! Get out of Seafeld City! Astral Express, boo! Get out of Plain Arcadia!
Couldn't you have, like, at the very least, have come up with a slightly catchier slogan?
Oh, good afternoon. Would you two lovely young ladies care to join us in protest for the bright future of Seafeld City?
Like, just boo? Really?
Hey, Pops. You guys are grinning like it's a holiday festival, but your slogans sound so fierce. Doesn't that feel a bit weird?
We Seafeld folk pride ourselves on our manners. Even when expressing dissatisfaction, we do it with a smile. Now that's real happiness etiquette.
That's called toxic positivity, if anything.
Don't let anyone ruin this serenity. Come on, ma'am. Wave a flag with us. You'll feel better in no time.
Their emotions are so synchronized. It's like they rehearsed it. This kind of happiness feels like some compulsory routine.
They're all already lobotomized, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Their smiles send shift. Hey,
Oop, my
wasn't
bad.
it your Director Fullwish who invited the Astral Express crew here to debate? Showing your guests away like this is hardly polite.
You! You're from the Astral Express, aren't you?
Hey, so do I really look that much like a nameless? It's not like I have a boarding pass stuck to my face.
You'd like that, though, wouldn't you? I was about to say.
So happy about.
He's a big fan.
Just look at you, dyeing your hair like that at such a young age, instead of doing something decent with yourself. You're no better than that bunny on the Astral Express. Anyone could tell you're not from around here.
Oh no, they're really going to the route of how dare you have colorful hair and pronouns.
Hey, jerk! It's not dyed. And for the record, March Bunny is adorable. Wait, what happened to all those happy smiles on your faces before? How did you flip the switch so fast?
You people from beyond the sky. You just don't understand our happiness. If you keep causing trouble, don't blame us if we get nasty.
Species and colorist.
My apologies. My little sister is young and...
No, don't say that, Yao Guang. You're gonna turn the ship into incest.
Who are you kidding? Sisters? You two aren't even the same species.
I could be adopted.
Cause any more trouble and I'll call a whole boatload of blues to toss.
What are you doing, step abomination of abundance? Oh dear. Also, one thing I want to note about Evanescia, I love the fact that, like, hold on, can we get a good look at it here? Like, I love the fact that her sword is just a ruler that she tied a bow to. Brings me back to my school days when I would also beat the piss out of my fellow classmates with like the big rulers meant for the blackboard. Those things were awesome. I'll get the lore of it soon. Delightful. Hello.
The sun is shining and the vibes are immaculate. This is Full Whoosh TV's Happiness on the Street, bringing you real smiles straight from the streets of Seafeld.
I don't think these smiles are very straight, actually. They may be gay.
You two look like visitors from afar. I take it you're also following Plain Arcadia's grand event, the Phantasmoon Games?
Of course we're following it. It's not every day you see something this lively.
That's great. We've noted many echoing widespread concerns that the Astral Express's intervention is dragging our sacred Phantasmoon Games into a quagmire of competition with outsiders. What are you...
Racism.
Widespread concerns? Mr. Reporter, I suspect your question already comes neatly packaged with its own answer.
Judging motives is futile. What we want to be focusing on is the real-life consequences of our actions.
Oh, that's so deep! Many Seafelders feel that rather than any IPC vision of prosperity, it's the healing smiles, healing Arcadias proposed by Lady Fullwish that is the more grounded future we desperately need. What is your take on this?
Fuck off.
If the happiness comes at the cost of stripping away the perception of all pain, then it calls into scrutiny just how authentic such a happiness really is.
Exactly. By that logic, eating candy until your teeth fall out counts as happiness too, right? I mean, hey, at least it tasted sweet.
That's a very vivid analogy. Finally, a hypothetical question. If you had to choose, do you believe the preservation defined by outsiders or the happiness advocated by Miss Foolish better represents the future of Plain Arcadia?
The real future has never existed within such a narrow dichotomy. Now,
yeah, they're just trying to brute force people into agreeing with them.
Have a wonderful day.
Cut all of that out.
All defensive answers, not a single morsel for us. This whole segment is wasted. Go find some citizens who can chuck us a few happiness testimonials to pad out the real.
Yeah, exactly.
this one's a lucky wheel too.
Isn't that a good
assholes? Oh, it's gonna be more of the same if I talk to him too, I'm assuming.
Bid farewell to painful memories.
Oh no, the cultists.
Embrace the eternal now. Let the smile of happiness become your only truth. Follow Master Fullwish's path. Embrace rebirth. And you and I can both become the happiest people in this
that is
Arcadia.
Straight up like a cult slogan. Come on. You guys aren't even trying to be subtle anymore.
How very strange.
You made Xeed grow an additional pair of eyes with your bullshit. Look at what you've done.
No matter how many times I perform the divination, the signs hovering above the passers-by in Seafeld City are all wheels, signifying peace. Is my Eye of Ishvar suffering interference from a supplicant's abilities here? But how is that possible?
I actually think your judgment is looking more and more likely. The pedestrians on the roadside, the fishermen at the port, the shopkeepers on the street, and the ones preaching happiness. From the moment I entered this port city, I felt it. Something stirring gently within them, resonating with the same essence I carry.
My sanity is waning. Oh dear lord. You got there about...
This entity is
I think someone is taking the pacing not too well.
I can scarcely feel its strength. It was once shattered to nothing, crushed into powder, burned down to ash, nearly extinguished. But it has no concept of death, and so it simply went to sleep. It quietly lurks, waiting for the farmer to scatter it across the fields. Given time, it will inevitably wake up again.
I believe most people in this city must have undergone the happiness surgery. Just look at
I mean, this is essentially the headquarters.
Society's putting on over there.
At the courtyard, you once said, "Fortune rests upon misfortune."
A great calamity for some, but for others, perhaps a turning point leading to ultimate bliss. If there really is something that lets people survive apocalyptic disaster, then a wheel slip hanging above their heads would be only fitting. However, those who survive will no longer be human.
By that time, there won't be any need for a general of the Xianzhou to petition an audience. The gaze of the hunt will be firmly locked on this place. Follow me.
What's your plan?
My plan? As the referee of the Phantasmoon Games, former referee, I mean, when faced with a supplicant who blatantly breaks the rules and dispenses blessings on a whim, the only thing I can do is issue an executive ruling.
As in, like, execute them?
So,
what are you planning?
This so-called ruling, does it involve summoning a bolt of lightning from the sky to just zap foolish dead out of nowhere?
That would be very convenient.
It's nothing so violent. For my judgment, I must first retrieve the sacred instrument. Only by using it to measure the supplicant's crimes can we sever her power. It's like we're almost there.
Execute Order 69. No, that's what Yao Guang and Evanesia will be doing once all of this is over.
Attention visitors.
Anyway.
Is this it? You keep the sacred instrument out here in broad daylight?
I mean, it turned very foggy.
Might make it disappear.
Hold your horses. We've still got a ways to go. As for my precious measuring instrument, do you really think I'd just leave it lying around in the middle of nowhere?
Kinda.
With all due respect, there is no path ahead. I get it. It's probably just an optical illusion. Extraordinary beings like you always love pulling that "the path only opens to the destined" trick. What's next? A secret passphrase? Do I find a stone matrix and jump through it? Or maybe, do you sing a little song, wave your hand, and the trees just obediently stand up and split into two neat rows?
I mean, she does have it pretty much locked down here, yeah.
I'm no Woof Woof Dawn. I don't have that kind of skill. A long time ago, I raised a floating island right here for someone to paint. To prevent others from wandering in by mistake, I asked that artist to paint thick fog and woodland here, so passersby wouldn't stray inside. We made a deal. As long as I play my song, the fog will disperse.
So yeah, it is literally something like that. Wonderful. Two typical types of whisper.
That's a cute
It's
puppy.
puppies!
Looks like it's taken a liking to you.
Oh my god! And they just follow you! They just want love and affection and pets! Oh my god! Glory. Capybaras! Oh, this game is so peak sometimes. Play together, happy. Yes! No! He's been impaled by spikes! Are you okay there, little buddy? Oh my goodness gracious. Oops. Nope. They hurt me! I've been bamboozled! How could the Eon of Elation lie to me? I can't believe this. Mr. Newfer, listen, like, as much as I would love to believe that 90% of messages like that are bots these days, so I've just kind of chosen to ignore them. Like the more generic the message is, and like, you know, ouch. Any message that's like, oh, how you been? That like immediately wants you to respond to something, like 90% of the time it's bots. Hey Gary, how you doing? See, no, that is a more appropriate first time message. Usually, just showing up as an already well-known face with one of our emotes. How are you doing? Bizarre melody play. You have to phrase it so threateningly. I have to play DDR? Didn't expect this instrument to have such a childlike charm. Remember the music? Oh god, oh, it doesn't even let you do the input via the keyboard. That's a shame. I was ready to go like full rhythm game here. Honestly, not doing well, but that's normal. It shouldn't be. Oh god. Oh, we'll be doing better than soon. If you like, if you want to talk about what's bothering you, feel free. But of course, you know, you don't have to share anything you don't want to. Hope you're doing well. I've been doing fine. Honestly, still just kind of... I've just been exhausted lately, but like a good kind of exhausted, because like I'm constantly booked out. Like there hasn't been a single like evening where I haven't had like something. We haven't had like something that's been fun lined up. Like every night these days is like either a TCG Warhammer or stream thing, so like it's been fun, but I've been exhausted. Sounds like a happy exhaustion. It is. It is. It's like a good kind of stress. And honestly, keeping myself busy like that has been doing wonders for my mental health. If I may be so bold to just, you know, get kind of like real here for a moment, because I'm one that like, if I don't have anything to do, I very quickly like fall into just existing, not doing much, just, you know, kind of bed-rotting and doom scrolling. So actually like having something to go out and keep myself occupied has been doing wonders for that. Deserve it. Thank you. That's my never-ending physical health issues kicking my bum. Oh god. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Stuff like that is always upsetting to hear, just because can't really do anything as an outsider except, like, you know, try sending positive vibes, but, like, that doesn't do jack shit either, right? Positive affirmation from Mekyata. Aw. Thank you guys for the support, I appreciate it. Although, like, the one thing that has been frustrating about it is that my ass hasn't had enough time to stream. I am so behind on Star Whale. My alerts are all still bloody messes. I need to get so many alerts finally worked out, and my backlog of games just keeps growing and growing and growing instead of shrinking. I'm behind on Star Whale. There's still the Blasphemous DLC that I wanted to do. There's an entire game that came out over a year ago by now that I meant to stream. Technically speaking, I still have Monster Hunter stuff to do, but I kind of need people who I can play that one with. I've been meaning to maybe get some people to collab with for Warhammer, the Hololive TCG, or D&D going finally. You know, plans upon plans upon plans, and just so little time to actually do any of them. Right, Hades 2 is still a thing. And now the Hololive Rhythm game is gonna be coming out soon, and I already know I'm going to be like spending so much time in there. And I may have actually found a way that lets me stream my phone directly to my OBS, which means we should be able to actually stream that new Hololive Rhythm game. If I manage to pull that off, I'll be very, very happy, because there is a Steam edition, but, you know, playing rhythm games with keyboard is a bit wonky in my opinion. Like, I prefer just, you know, I'm a thumb player in, like, Project Sekai style games, if that tells anybody anything. So, like, you know, holding my phone in my hand and just being able to mash away would be most comfortable for me. And I may be able to pull it off because I'm using an Android phone, and apparently there are setups that, like, let you via USB even, you don't even need a capture card, directly record an Android device and just stream it directly to OBS. And the only thing I have to be concerned with those then, the only thing I have to be concerned with then is basically just the delay. How those games are easier to play with thumbs. You'll start a whole debate there if if you throw that one out. Like, the battle between people holding the phone in their hand and using thumbs, and putting the phone down and using their index fingers is like a battle in the rhythm, like as old as the rhythm games themselves. Arguably, you like reach higher peaks if you use your index fingers, because you have more parts of your hand free to actually hit all the notes if in emergencies. But thumbs are just more comfortable to play on the go, in my opinion. Keyboard is so rough. It is. Like, unless it's like a 2-button rhythm game, like, especially the whole ASD JKL setup, it just feels awkward. It just feels awkward to play. It's also why the rhythm games in Genshin, like, while they are very fun, like the Genshin OST is banger, we don't have to talk about that. Holy shit, that game has immaculate music. But like, I only play those like rhythm game thingies on the phone because it wouldn't make sense otherwise. It's just so uncomfortable to play. Not so sure about Android in general, but I was able to stream from my Samsung, which uses Android, using a Samsung that just connects phone to PC. That is exactly what I'm looking into. Yeah, because I also have a Samsung device. That's what I've been looking into. Although mine are PC based, mine are basically like from the PC side fetching the signal, rather than yours, which sounds like it's from the device side itself sending it outward. I'll have to see which one works better. Since my phone is so old, I was using Samsung Flow. I think the new one is called something else. I'll look into it. Thank you. That is some valuable intel. I'll actually jot that down for a moment if you don't mind. Me taking a quick second to do that. Samsung Flow. I'll look into that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Gonna make streaming that a whole lot easier. But yeah, I'm very excited about that game. Like I always love like rhythm games. Even if I'm not the best at them, I'm like decent. I'm like pretty average, honestly. But they're just fun to play, and like Hololive has such a good catalog of fantastic music, and the fact that I haven't like included them in any rhythm game so far is a crime. And now they're basically just doing a better Project Sekai, and I've been loving Project Sekai, so like I win. Like, what do you mean I get exactly the kind of rhythm game with exactly the kind of music, with even like several tracks that I've always wished for from several of my Oshis? Like, I am being catered to so hard that I'm kind of convinced that they like have an agent living inside my walls to like specifically target me, so they know like the target demographic. Like I'm kind of concerned there may be someone living in my walls. I feel a little too catered to. When's it coming out though? Let me look it up real quick. We have a release date now. Was it the 23rd? Yes, the 23rd of July. Which is the middle of the week. Yeah, I should be. I'm gonna take that day off if I have to. That game is being streamed for hours. And I will be yapping between every single song about why that song is a banger and why my Oshi is doing so well with it. And then you'll probably also have to listen to me trying my best to sing along and failing miserably. It will be a good time. I'm looking forward to that. It's basically finally gonna be like the budget karaoke stream that I've been announcing for like ages. Honestly, like I still want to do a karaoke stream, but like I'm just nervous, and honestly, like getting a set list going is an annoying part. Also, I hope all the noises aren't too annoying. Like I've been meaning to, but like the scary parts are like, for starters, just the set list, like knowing which songs to do, which ones not to do, practicing a bit here and there so it actually sounds bearable, and of course, you know, actually doing it. Like honestly, hitting live on a karaoke stream is a very, very, very scary thing to do, because when you sing, you make yourself very, very vulnerable. But that is a whole nother song and dance for another time. My god, Planacadia is so noisy. Can I get some quiet, please, for the love of God? There we go. Finally, I can hear my thoughts again. You're just standing there, letting me like face between your legs. Sure. At TLDR, hopefully there'll be a karaoke stream sometime down the line. I am torn.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Between like making the first karaoke stream.
I suppose it's more natural.
Oh, they're yapping over me.
You to pay a compliment?
I just wanna yap, man. Yes. Just wanna yap, man. I am torn between like making it either a Hololive themed one or like a Hoyoverse themed one, because I think Hoyoverse also has a lot of tracks that are very fun to sing. I feel like both of those would make very, very fun themes for like a karaoke. Or of course, I have thought about like just doing an Epic the Musical karaoke, where I just basically sing the entire musical from front to back, trying to do every single voice myself, which would be absolute insanity, but it sounds very entertaining to do and pull off. Not sure if anybody could like bear to sit through that though, like especially when the like multi-voice parts hit. Because that's like a lot of duets you'd be trying to pull off solo. What are you giggling about now?
What are you laughing at?
My apologies. I didn't mean to mock. I was merely curious. Is this thing really the sacred instrument with which you pass judgment upon supplicants?
Glorious.
Is it really just a literal ruler?
Well, to be fair, it is pretty good for like enforcing rules.
Hey, don't underestimate the spirit branch of true law. When it first appeared in the form of a blade 150 years ago, it could cleave a mountain in half with a single effortless swing.
Miss Evanescia, let's keep such fanciful tales between us.
Erasing the ruler class from Fate.
Best not go spreading them around. If any of the Cosmicon
Oh dear.
members find out, we'll never hear the end of their complaints about how mountain-busting power levels are for noobs.
I never expected a high-ranking Xianzhou general to be so well-versed in the gossip here on Plain Arcadia.
Such is the way of a diviner. To enter a place is to observe its local custom.
John would be proud. Oh, John Dark. I'm assuming that's another Fate character that's like then probably ruler class if you're referencing her here now. I'm afraid my Fate knowledge does not extend that far. I mean, these Phantom Moon games are Holy Grail Wars. Yeah, essentially. Which is doubly funny because we are literally going into the next one, into the next Holy Grail Wars from Star Wars, like immediately after. Like, how many Holy Grail Wars are like too much for one poor Trailblazer? Yeah, she's a ruler class, probably one of the first. Ha! I got it. But to be fair, that was pretty easy to gather from context clues.
Same goes for us Arbiters. Times change, and my babies have to change with them. Just picture it. A pretty girl in a school uniform, striding through the streets with a giant sword slung over her shoulder. You're right.
No, Evanescia, that sounds fucking awesome, actually. And also, like, if you replace sword with, like, scissors, it's essentially just a plot of Kill la Kill. Which is also a banger. So, no, Evanescia, please, by all means, go ahead. Yeah, John is the first, and Sholter the first Avenger. Listen, I get it that you call them Alter to, like, basically make the... Alters are basically like the XP equivalent of Fate, but calling it Jolter just makes me think of, like... makes it sound like Walter, which makes me now think that, like... oh no. John! John Dark, we gotta cook, John! Friends is relying on a product, John! No, I don't think that's... I don't think that the whole John Dark becomes a drug dealer. It's a part of Fate lore. At least I hope not. God knows what the hell with the stuff that happens in Fate. It might. Which scientist did I turn into Rainbow Furry again? Was it Edison? Was it Thomas Edison? So hey, who knows? Maybe they're gonna turn John Dark into a drug dealer next. Not yet, as far as I know. Well, never too late to introduce a new plot line. Thought is a figment of that crazy, oh lord, imagination. She doesn't count. What the kind of horrible deep fate lore am I missing here? Also, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Automod just catches it. It's used in the right context, so it's all good. Automod just catches stuff like that in case, you know, people want to call you stuff like that. Fate is all messed up. It is, but I would argue it wouldn't be half as entertaining if it wasn't. Yeah, a story needs to be a little messed up here and there. Otherwise it would get boring. Disturbingly messed up. Even that can be very fun. Like, hun, you're talking to a Warhammer enthusiast here. You're talking to a Warhammer enthusiast here. There is a reason that the grimdark genre is named after Warhammer. Like, I do like myself some fucked up shit. Provided, of course, you don't go the route of, like, you know, portraying it as something positive. That is, of course, always the caveat you gotta attach to that stuff. Like, you know, you always know in Warhammer when people start blurting out stuff like "Hail the God Emperor, kill all Xenos," without a shred of irony. You know something kind of went wrong there. You know. Don't talk about that, Gilgamesh? Oh no. Now I feel kind of bad for finding the character kind of interesting. Mostly when I kind of fell off. It got too much for me. That is also fair. You gotta be able to handle it. No, not him. Not Gilgamesh. Gil. I thought Gil is the nickname for Gilgamesh. Have I been oh, how is Gil not the nickname of Gilgamesh? What else do you call him? You call him like Mesh? Gilly? Gamish? Gamish? It is, but there's also Gil the Wise Bob. Just call him Tits McGee, considering he always has his tits out. Also, Gil the Well. Who the fuck is Gil the Wave? No, I don't mean Gil de Montmorency le Val Baron de Reux. Born in 1405 in Castle Champtonceau. A French general, marshal, alchemist, and serial killer? Well, that took a turn. What? What? Maybe you should have led with one of those, Wikipedia. One of those seems significantly more bad than the others. He's chiefly known for his conviction and charges. Oh dear lord! Doing what to numerous children? Oh dear lord! Oh goodness gracious! Yeah, okay. I see why that guy in once portrayed in the Fate franchise may not be pleasant. Oh goodness gracious! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh no! Yeah, that does add up now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Let's put a Fate next to that. Oh, what in the fuck? Oh dear lord, why does he look like that? Well, he looks creepy. What in the fuck? Why is his eye so bulgy? That's a conjured absolter. Fair enough, fair enough. Although may I go on a little personal rant here? May I go on a little personal rant here real quick? Yeah, exactly. That's why I want to like go on a quick personal rant here, if you don't mind. Like, I see that like he's supposed to be insane, clearly. But why is that being portrayed with like having a lazy eye or like being cross-eyed again? Like that's as someone who is cross-eyed in real life, who like, you know, has struggled with people not even knowing, hey, which eye do I look at and stuff like that. It's been so annoying that like in every single piece of media, being cross-eyed is always used as a sign of either insanity or being stupid. Neither of which are very kind, you know. And I've never, notably, not once, have I seen a character that's just cross-eyed for the sake of it. Not once. Every single cross-eyed character in media is either an idiot or insane. I am yet to find a single piece of positive representation when it comes to being cross-eyed. And that's so frustrating. Because I feel like that's like... Because it's not something that affects a lot of people, I feel like it's very overlooked as like something that actually does affect social interaction with people. Like, I've had so many people just think I'm stupid because of it. Like, at first glance, they just look at me and go, oh, that guy's an idiot. Can't even look at the same direction. That's not how that functions. It has nothing to do with intelligence or intelligence or sanity, you know? It's just so frustrating. Like, I get it if it's like a little kid that gets startled because it's not something they're used to. Like, I literally had kids flinch sometimes when I look at them because they're just not used to it. I get it. At that age, there's like no harm done, you know? That's like, you know, bless the innocent. It's just, they don't know differently. But I've had, like, adults bother me about stuff like that. And at that point, you should know better. Like, come on. And especially when it's like, you know... Like... I don't have any personal beef with her. Like, I don't really have any hard opinion on her, honestly. But the fact that Chibi Doki, like... has become big with like making a whole deal out of, oh, her eyes can't even focus because she's the silly stupid one. That's been rubbing me the wrong way for years. I know she probably doesn't mean any harm. She's just playing into the cliche that characters look like that, you know, stupid characters look like that. You know, I know she doesn't mean any harm. But the fact that that meant for me that I wasn't able to incorporate, like, any sort of double eye tracking into my design out of fear of, like, being the stupid one to the point that I decided to just, like, cover up one eye and, like, literally break it in order to reference it. Like, hold on. If I just take my hair for a second, you can see, like... I am tracking on just one eye, but the reason why my eyes are so jittery sometimes is because the tracking keeps jumping between both eyes. So that's like literally been something I've been struggling with when I'm doing my thing, and it's something I had to consider. It's why I literally broke one eye, so I like have a lore explanation why everything is so jittery and stuff like that. Just so I have something to make sure that I don't start falling into the you look stupid, you must be insane category. I was so desperate to do something with representation for that I decided I had to do it myself. Which is both frustrating but also kind of awesome because it gave me a unique design. But like, you get what I mean. I would love to like have something for a change. Like anything where it's not just immediately the hallmark of being an idiot or of being the insane pedophile. You know, just sorry for getting all ranty there for a bit, but that shit just bothers me. It just bothers me. Oh, I have bull eye vision, so yeah, exactly. So I know I know you feel where I'm coming from. That's so painful. Like, I can deal with it. It's in its very rare instances, but you know, the few ones that do happen do get on my and like people in my life know it by now. I'm not like, you know, there could be significantly worse things happening to me. Honestly, it's kind of a pet peeve, like as far as like disabilities and representation goes, but it's just annoying for the most part. It's not like really any major harm. It's just frustrating. That level of trauma, it honestly made me. Oh no! Don't. It's all good, Gary. I've handled worse. My heart goes out to you. You're way too sweet. You're far too kind. I appreciate the sentiment. But yeah, as I said, it's just been like just the kind of shit that just gnaws on you throughout the years, and sometimes it just bursts forward like this then. Because it's just, and it's not really something I openly talk about a lot, you know? It's not really something I, like, address with my friends and stuff like that, because, like, they know how to handle it. It doesn't change how they interact with me. Why would I bother with them? Why would I bother them with it? Like, the worst they do sometimes is, you know, like, being confused which eye to look at sometimes, which, you know, is reasonable. I don't really have, like, an indicator of, like, currently this eye is the one looking at you and this one is looking elsewhere. And of course I even joke about it, like, you know, haha, I can look at boobs without anyone being none the wiser because I can always blame the other eye. Like, you know, I do, like, have my forms of dealing with it. But just the media representation. Like any time, like, there's a moment where someone, like, goes stupid mode for a second and the eyes immediately start going in the wrong in the wrong directions, I just go, ugh, this shit again, you know? It's like that, basically. It's not like it's not like a deep, oh, how dare they, I'm so offended now. No, it's more of a like, ugh. One more down, one more for the bin, essentially. It's a form of feeling to discuss. Here it is. It always is. So, you know, thank you guys for letting me rant here for a second. But yeah. It just came bursting forward when I saw that Fate character, because of course, once again, being cross-eyed is the representation of being the insane one, you know. That's what brought it all forward. Oh well. Anyway, I think I've ranted I think I've ranted long enough about that now. So let's close that rant here for a second and try to actually get back into the game, shall we? I think I've ranted for like 20 minutes about that now. That's probably enough. Thank you guys for listening, though. I appreciate it.
You are a law-abiding citizen, Miss Evanesia. Now then, please, begin your measuring.
That clip is gonna be used, that voice clip is gonna be used in certain contexts, isn't it?
Weigh and sever this world, and engrave the laws of the cosmos. Spirit branch of true law. By the scale that adjudicates reality and illusion, truth and falsehood. Measure for me all sins beneath the Phantom moon that transgress the law.
Someone just texted me. Enough RL trauma. Time for more anime trauma.
What?
Oh dear. Lovely, the flower jump scare.
Wish is not a supplicant. If she's not a supplicant, then there's no way to judge whether she's transgressed
She's
or
not?
not.
Then how?
What do you mean? If Foolish isn't a supplicant, why would she openly declare that she's joining the Phantasmoon Games? And that mask, back of the altar, shaped like an 8-legged creature. Just who does it belong to?
Behind that mask, countless supplicants are wearing it. They're spread across all Sifu. No, all of Duo mentioned City too.
Phantasmoon is a fater character too. It is? Hold on. It is! It literally is just some... That's just Sailor Moon! I'm sorry, that's not Phantasmoon. That's probably just like, I don't know... Sailor... I don't know. Fucking... Saturn, I don't know. Yeah, magical girl archetype urge. I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna pretend I know how the hell you want me to pronounce that. Arcuid? Arsuade? I was gonna say looks like Arc. Okay, the fate discussions are beginning again. It's very funny. Somehow always when Giri and Xeter in my chat at the same time, things always start revolving around fate.
Supplicants. They're everywhere. Not in the history of the Phantasmoon Games have I ever seen a situation like this.
So don't apologize. I meant it positively. If anything, I'm very happy to see like people making friends in chat, like having fun discussions. Like that's exactly what a good Twitch chat should be for. Don't apologize for doing what I want to see. If anything, I'm just sorry that I can't like contribute much to some discussions because of my lack of Fate knowledge. Maybe that's like the elaborate ruse here. You two will like start building up insider jokes until I have no choice but to finally get into Fate myself. When I went through the storyline, I was like, holy cow, they ripped off Fate stuff. Thought Phantasmoon was an alternate name for Seraph, but no, it's just magical girl, lyrical arc. But it's good thing Fate is just... Yeah, I getcha. I get where you're coming from. But you don't be afraid to like discuss things in chat as you please, so long as they like, you know, stay somewhat relevant. And considering Honkai Star Rail is always collabing with Fate stuff is technically always relevant.
General, someone is approaching your position. It's Dan Heng, and...
Cannot escape your fate, I guess. One of these days. It is on the to-do list. It is on the to-do list. I do honest to God. The main reason I haven't had a chance to finally watch one of the Fate animes is just because Uma Musume has been taking priority. I'm sorry, I just love my anime horse girls. I mean, the producer of Fate is also a huge Fate fan person, totally of art or something. I mean, makes sense. They do seem like a cool character. And Hoyoverse are like the biggest weeps themselves, which is one of the reasons why the games are so entertaining. Like, you already notice it with like, I mean, Honkai Impact 3rd. It's literally the 3rd Impact because it's just a giant Evangelion reference. So, you know, they are weeps. And like, the reason why Hoyoverse was called MiHoYo initially was because the Mi in MiHoYo stood for Hatsune fucking Miku. That's how you know you got a bunch of weeps there. And I love it.
Hung, you've returned. And the one beside you.
The Genjo's most wanted criminal. Sure. Never knew that. It is a little... I'm not sure what the Hoyo part stands for. Hold on, let me check. Let me check. Letters H and Y are derived from the names of the founders. O was added because many famous companies contain that letter. But Hoyo was already registered, so they added me as a prefix. Because of Hatsune Miku, who was chosen due to her widespread popularity among the otaku community. That is so fucking funny, because in my book, this means that Hatsune Miku is a founding member of Hoyoverse. Oh, speaking of, like, the best part about the World Cup now is that for some reason it just evolved into a battle for, like, custody of Hatsune Miku ever since Japan lost. That's been so fun to watch. Like, every nation has, like, its own Miku variant now. It's been such a fun time. Does Hateless Arwinch count as an archer too? I mean, she has Ishtar powers. I couldn't tell you that one. That one is a discussion you could probably have much better with Geary, so I'll leave you to do it.
Blade. Or perhaps I should call you by your true name. One of the Xianzhou's most wanted criminals, Yingxing.
Yeah, I'm amazed you actually just pull up.
You've delivered yourself into my hands. Good.
General of the Yuchue, your vision remains confined within the laws of the Xianzhou.
It's the Miku Cup now. Yeah. Like, I've also already seen, like, so much fan art of, like, Hatsune Miku and fucking Harland, which has been so funny. It's been so entertaining. But unfortunately, we'll probably have to see how Blade resolves the situation. Like, accidentally walking right into the open arms of the law. Because we are unfortunately about to be struck by ads. So, you know. Same procedures every time. Take a piss, grab a snack, hydrate, stretch, cuddle your pets. And I will see you guys in about 3-ish minutes again. And then we can continue on with some Star Wars story, or just, you know, another 40 minutes of yapping, something like that. We've managed to only, like, walk up some stairs in the past hour. I'm sorry. Anyway, be right back. The fucking Yamcha thing.
Are you alright?
But you don't. But what's the worst that could happen? It's not like you're gonna get kidnapped, are you? Go for it. And I get kidnapped. Hey, wake up. You get kidnapped! Ah, fuck, not again. Oh god, even more messages. We required the Phoenix help to fight against darkness and win some state, but the war was a fierce one. And more were required. The remaining Phoenixes refused, and so they were hunted to extinction. Oh, that's unfortunate. Once friends died one by one. Oh god, as they risked their lives to protect them until none remained. Oh god, it was futile. Oh god, the throne was kept along with any other remaining Phoenixes. They used as fuel and experimentation. Their realm fell in despair. Oh god, that's some sad ass lore. Oh no. That's a big oh no. Why no happy lore? Why no happy lore? I think that was dark, or see one of an even darker backstory, one I will say for a later date. Why do all VTubers have tones of trauma in their lore? Because trauma builds character. But yeah, again, I did play Sekiro before. So up until the first half, I would say this should hopefully be... I was about to say it should be smooth sailing. Well, apparently it ain't.
Here, Master Kucha. This is my greatest
Also
honor.
just realized it's Yassified Soul Eater Moon. Why did they Yassify the Soul Eater Moon? Yas.
Behold the city
I hate
of
it.
shadow, a sinful land of suffering, hatred, and sorrow.
Oh, she's going for it! Holy shit, look at her go! Jesus Christ! She just jumped like 10 places! Oh my god! Let me test it out so you guys don't have to... Ow! Ow! Okay, yeah, that was a direct hit. What the fuck? Why? Why is chat so fond of assaulting me? Ah, stop it! Okay, that's it. I'm turning off the redeem. Oh, thank you. That's better. That is a lot better. We are trying to crack the egg. Ah, stop! Ah. Okay, now I have to make this one more expensive. That was the wrong screen. Also, oh god, everything's spinning. Sorry, see, that redeem only really works in the actual stream mode. I'll have to see if I can include it in the waiting streams and such as well. Oh, also need to lurk. Sorry, hope you enjoy the rest of this. Thank you. Don't worry about it. Have a nice lurk. Although knowing my experience with Geary, high chance she's probably about to hop live herself. Which is just gonna give us a weight target for later. An evil master plan has begun to form. Anyway, let's see how the blade is gonna get out of this one.
I came here to kill our common enemy.
Our common enemy. You are the Xianzhou's enemy. Ever since you became a Stellaron hunter, you have slain countless emissaries of judgment sent by the Shuling Palace of Law to capture you. You even incited the artisans of the Juming to reforge your blade, entangling them in your crimes. But your most unforgivable crime is daring to break into the Ten Lords Commission restricted area on the Xianzhou Yuchue with your accomplices. You destroyed the Ashen Steelwood, disturbed the slumber of our valiant heroes, and stole the secrets of the dead.
Oh god, that is a major lore drop. Also, Ashen Steelwood. Isn't that like straight up the main artifact of the Yuchue? Because in that case, goodness gracious. Look it up real quick. Wait, I always forget that Fuchstorn initially came from this ship. Yeah, where is it? No, it isn't. Seems to be the fellow Earth. Okay, got it. So it's another sacred relic.
What kind of vision drove you to commit the countless crimes of your past? And what common enemy could possibly stand between you and me? By all means, enlighten me.
The abundance?
Well, I was in seclusion all these years. Well, you've clearly been up to quite a lot. If I'd known you were such a magnet for trouble back when you came to the Juming, begging for a sword, I would have dragged you out of the forge and drafted you into my crew myself. Tied up, if necessary.
And this would be?
Immediately not really earning brownie points with Yaoguang.
A pleasure to meet you, General Yaoguang. It's truly touching that my friends on the Xianzhou have kept me in their thoughts for all these years. I never change my name, no matter where I roam. I am La Mancha.
Ah, there we go. Finally got it explicitly confirmed.
You're obviously using a fake name.
Still can't farm Oa though.
I didn't expect this trip to come with such a pleasant surprise.
Was pleasant so far, don't worry about it. Ashwell is gonna make sure to change that.
General, I'm afraid old grudges will have to wait. What we need to discuss concerns the survival of this world, and that catastrophic calamity you foresaw in your divination.
I won't deny the crimes you've listed. But I know full well that the Xianzhou cares nothing for the life or death of someone guilty like me. What you truly want is to exact a blood debt from the nemesis who has repeatedly awakened demonic stars, summoned abominations, and could not be slain even after 100 deaths.
Getting some Shuhu lore, are we?
You wish to subdue the emanator of the abundance, Shuhu once again, and even deny them rebirth for all eternity. And now, General, I have brought this opportunity before you. If you are dead set on condemning me to answer for my crimes, I will submit to your judgment and board the Navis Astridura for the Shuling's Inquisition. But as I said, I did not come here today to play the savior. I came to stop the past from repeating itself, and to prevent our common enemy from having their way. General, if you do not want the fate of the Battle of the Fenghu from 30 years ago to fall at your feet, then you must believe what I am about to say. The happiness surgery, promoted by the Smile Society, utilizes none other than Shuhu cells.
Oh.
Cells acquired from an unknown source.
That is bad. So, like, is Fullwitch basically just a host for Shuhu at this point as they, like, try to essentially create their own revival process? Is that what's going on?
You mean everyone who underwent the surgery
Is a little Shuhu seed now.
Have all become supplicants. Once the wish power converges, the will of the flesh will awaken and turn every host into nourishment.
Yeah, Shuhu, like, in the lore that's written, is essentially fucking Eldritch. Like, we know he literally absorbs people.
a single person. It is an emanator of the abundance, dismembered and currently parasitizing the bodies of the masses here. Who on earth could have brought something so terrifying to plain Arcadia?
Sparksy, apparently, since we're swapping POV. At the same time, in the tavern.
Innocence! We all saw it with our own eyes. You got your supplicant's mask stolen, and were strung up for a beating.
Yeah, you even went out of your way to set up a live stream for yourself. Afraid the whole universe would miss your heroic bearing,
Oh no.
huh? A live-streamed public punishment.
Sparksy's being bullied.
What do you mean, stolen? Can a supplicant's affairs really be considered stealing? That's called tactical emotional engagement. A tactic and an art. Don't you get it? Yoo-hoo! If it isn't the Astral Express's famous Lil Raccoon. Did you miss my pranks?
Not really, but we kind of need you.
My oh my, talk about bad timing. My stream got banned, and the leader of the haters confiscated my supplicant mask. As for the bait, I'm afraid the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Leader of the haters.
Seeing as you called,
One way to put it.
You clearly still have a shred of conscience left in you. Are you planning to give me a chance to haggle?
If you promise to behave.
Answer me this question first. Is Foolish really a masked fool?
The tavern doesn't exactly register every fool's name and address, but having watched her stream, I believe she is. As for why, call it a kindred intuition. And just listen to our slogan. Healing smiles, healing Arcadius. That level of crazy? She's a certified fool. Most masked fools make a huge racket when they approach you. That, hey look, I'm about to stir up some trouble vibe is impossible to hide.
Well, at least they're self-aware.
Foolish is clearly the exception. Her brand of crazy is calm and sophisticated. Look at that haute couture getup she's wearing. It's worth 10 times a normal person's salary. Who'd have guessed a career woman with state levels of wealth who is always preaching social welfare would be a masked fool? Simply the most exquisite disguise.
The witch may have their own ulterior goals and may not have the best interests of the public in mind. Who could have seen this one coming?
I'd like to ask you to look into her background for me.
Now that's going too far. You actually want me to betray another masked fool?
Yes.
Give the intel on Foolish, and I'll return the mask to you.
Betrayal itself. That's the finest reward of all.
What is it now?
Leave it to me. I'll contact you as soon as I get the
I
intel.
told it, give her life.
Foolish. Is there really someone like that among the masked fools? How come I'd never heard of her? Maybe we should ask Giovanni about her. He's got connections.
Giovanni, my man. Not long after, Sparksy arrived at Giovanni's location. Right, do I have to swap now? Hold on. Honestly, I can probably just straight up just swap the main DPS again. All elation teams kind of just work the same way after all, don't they? Aw. Give. No, I know, it's a trap. Hello, Giovanni, my man.
Mr. Giovanni, long time no see.
Miss Sparksy? You just looted Sparkle's entire inventory right from under my nose. How can you say long time no see? Please spare me. Just give me a straight answer. Whose collection are you planning to steal this time?
Full wish.
Sparkle and I just had the reconciliation of the century. Let bygones be bygones. I'm actually here to ask for some serious advice. I swear, my hands are squeaky clean.
Oh, do tell. Anything that can make you this serious must be fascinating.
I want to ask about someone. Foolish, the media tycoon who went on TV and invited all the supplicants. Is she really one of us?
I know
Yep,
of
my bad.
her, but I've never actually seen her in the tavern. If Foolish really is a fool, with all the people coming and going, surely she would have been mentioned. As for the storage area logbook, no, there's absolutely no record of her.
Maybe she's a fool under another name? Like, wouldn't put it past a fool to have like several identities.
Either she never stored anything here,
Oh.
or she used a fake name.
Called it.
We're doomed. Even the well-connected Mr. Giovanni knows nothing about this lady.
Nice try. But goading won't work on me. I do have a theory, though. Hear me out. Every fool sets foot in the tavern at least once in their life. If Foolwish really is a fool, then the moment she entered the tavern must have been in the wake of some unforgettable tragedy.
15 years ago.
You mean the blood-stained games from 15 years ago? That's a tragedy which would leave a deep wound on a young girl's mind and soul.
On anyone's mind and soul, really.
Maybe we should head to the hospital and dig up the girl's medical records.
Pretty sure that is extremely illegal, but hey, who cares?
Please proceed to consultation room 7 immediately. Or one player short of target.
Hello. Please don't tell me to kill myself again this time. Strange note is tucked inside the filing cabinet. It reads, for a patient, the defining trait is illness. Without it, they wouldn't be a patient. For a Planarcadian, the defining trait is happiness. Patient name Planarcadia. Diagnosis sadness, tears, fear, and misery. Pretty sure you can't cure. Pretty sure you can't give therapy to a whole planet. What are you trying to find out? Someone's secret or someone's embarrassing story? I'm sorry, but all that's left here are the scraps of joy from the Arcadia.
Full wish. Full wish. Found it.
Name Fullwish. Sex female. Homeland Planarcadia. Species humanoid. Aratopian subspecies. Language disorder. Good health. Bless you. That one actually seems fairly normal, all things considered.
Now, what kind of disease is this? Trying to read this stuff is just torture. I'd better find a doctor.
Hey doc, I stole these medical records. Explain them to me, please.
Hello? Hello? Is there a doctor in the house? Calling.
Well, if it isn't Patient Zero of the Sparksy-Con. To think the Department of Aberration Defense still hasn't locked you up. Heaven truly is blind. Because of you, I was planning to skip town and leave Plain Arcadia overnight. I even booked the tickets. It's a good thing she was here. So, what's the emergency this time? What ailment are you going to pretend to have?
Not me this time. It concerns an old case. The patient in these records.
Again, very illegal.
Wait, you didn't actually buy that I'm a doctor, did you? Forget it. This patient you're asking about? I remember them.
So, what kind of fool is Foolish?
Foolish, if you might say.
Looking back through the history of this hospital, there are countless characters who've turned this place upside down. But to tear the ceiling off on her very first visit? She's truly one of a kind.
What exactly did she do?
Hard to
Tear the ceiling
imagine
off.
she was still just a 16-year-old back then. And yet, she wanted to smash the fool's mask she'd just received into smithereens.
Can a fool's mask be destroyed?
Of course not. Though you'd know a thing or two about abusing masks.
Interesting, so it can't be destroyed. Honestly, like, fool masks weirdly feel a little bit like Genshin visions, don't they? In the way that they kind of just get grasped randomly and like you can't get rid of them and they kind of just make you member of something whether you want them to be or not.
Don't be ridiculous. I'd never be stupid enough to try and destroy my own masks. I just had to be heartless enough to abandon them.
The mask is part of the fool's self. Unless the fool is reduced to ash, how could anything happen to it? There were even some fools nearby rubbernecking who decided to help out. But despite all their efforts, they only managed to make a single crack. And the power that erupted when the mask shattered also left a crack in the hospital wall. Ugh, I spent several days peeling those bungling fools off the walls, and half a month more repainting and restoring the place. Room rewind.
You can't just say that?
Oh, is this the craft? Dr. Zhongshan, what's inside?
Hard to say.
Ominous whispers.
Fools have tried walking in before, and well, they all went mad.
They went mad?
Yeah. Muttering to themselves, deliriously happy. No one knows what they saw, and I don't want to know. So I sealed the entrance. If you want to go in and take a peek, don't say I didn't warn you.
Dangerous? What could possibly be more dangerous than little old adorable Sparksicle?
Several thousand things, actually.
My dear Sparks heads.
Also, how the hell is Zhongshan so powerful? What's her deal? Like, seriously.
So you don't get lost. Let's roll!
Oh dear.
Mom! Dad! Everyone's gone! Why? Why am I still alive?
Oh dear.
Are you foolish?
Who's out there?
Zhongshan was actually introduced back in 1.2. Well, she feels a little too powerful, you know? Like, how was she... Huh. How was she there then already?
Foolish, there's a delivery for you.
How was she... And how was she in Planacadia 15 years ago if we met her on the Genjo?
This is... Who's this from? I didn't buy anything.
That's what I'm wondering right now. Zhongshan doesn't quite add up. Oh well.
This... a mask? There's a piece of paper inside too. What is... To the survivor. Welcome to the world's end. Oh, right, the way you cried on TV. Was truly hilarious.
Well, that's cool.
Why? Why are you doing this to me? What did I do wrong? Answer me! Answer me! I don't get it. All of this. Just what is so funny about all of this?
What the heck? That's the day she received an invitation to the tavern. I really don't know which utter degenerate from the tavern sent her such a cruel joke. Even someone as stone-hearted as me can barely stand to watch. Wait, these hallucinations. Exactly what part of them is supposed to be happy?
Oh dear. Oh no, she's about to get the surgery, isn't she?
Get in. Never mind. That's not important. Welcome. Don't be afraid. Relax. You're that streamer who caused a scene at Graphia Academy, right?
Whoa! Even a media mogul like you recognizes me?
The first battle between supplicants made your name known to all. I can hear the desire in your heart, Miss Sparksy.
You can hear my desire?
You charged in here seeking answers, didn't you? To mercilessly tear the mask off another mask.
Yeah, they didn't go insane, they got operated on.
You'll get your wish. Just like you, I obtained my own mask through a twist of fate. But unlike most of you,
I don't even want to touch it. So, I'm not like you, with all your miraculous powers. I possess only one trivial little talent. I can hear the happiness you desire most, deep within your hearts.
Happiness. My days are filled with happiness. But what about you? Are you all right? I saw what you've been through. You have my sympathy.
Oh, that actually is a weird, genuine moment.
Yes. Dr. Zhongshan called it the happiness syntax. She mistook it for some kind of disease. But I say no. This is the blessing of the elation. Precisely because my past was so agonizing. The divine allowed me to hear the happiness deep in everyone's hearts as a form of consolation. I can smell the pulsating desire within your heart, like sweet honey dripping from a comb. It travels along your nerves, dissolving into a syrupy, sticky sweetness.
No surprise there. After all, I'm just a sweet girl whose sugar content is totally off the charts.
She has diabetes, oh no.
But Miss Connoisseur, merely savoring the scent isn't enough. Are you planning to taste it for yourself?
What does that mean?
As you wish. Let us start tasting from the first bite.
Are they are they flirting, fucking, or fighting? I can't tell.
Recognition. Deep within your heart, you desire everyone's gaze to be filled with adoration. The secret you use to seduce the audience is the very same thing you crave yourself, isn't it?
Correct.
Next comes victory. The first supplicant battle was merely a minor setback. Without a doubt, once the mask is back in your hands, you will conquer the entire Phantasm Moon games with ease.
That's it! That's exactly how it should be!
Oh dear.
The laughter will appear in person to crown you for eternity. They will weep and beg you to become the brand new Eon of elation. And the end of all this is eternal fulfillment.
I don't think that's how this would go.
Quiet.
All that revelry is nothing but hollow noise, meant to fill the void before reaching this ultimate fulfillment. Come here, newborn god. Behold this world that belongs to you. It lies at your feet, submissive, humble, within your grasp. Jump down.
Can people stop telling Sparkle to kill us?
Throw yourself at it. Embrace it. This paradise will become one with you, leaving no distinction between you.
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear.
Interesting. Oh,
Okay, good, she called on.
Making this dream feel so real.
To think you could resist this perfect desire. What a contradictory girl. You make me feel both pity and curiosity.
Perfect! You've got it wrong. No matter how beautiful your illusion is, it can't change its essence. Once happiness is within easy reach, it becomes as bland as a cup of plain water.
That is a very fair point.
In our line of work, who hasn't tasted the true zest of life only after long torture. Fulfillment. Listen to me, you phony fool who can't even face your own mask. What we masked fools do best is distill pain into the strongest wine and spin despair into the maddest joke. Thanks for the sugar water. It tastes pretty bland.
Since you refuse the sweet happiness I've offered, I have no choice but to insist you drink the bitter wine of punishment.
How about this, Miss Connoisseur? Why don't you have a taste of my spirits? Welcome to the live stream! Plain Arcadia, Happiness Syntax, Honkai chapter, starts now!
Honkai?
Oh, too bad. 0 viewers.
Oh god, she's breaking the fourth wall again.
Troublemaker?
Also, too bad 0 viewers. That just sounds like my average stream.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Your moment to shine. All eyes are on you!
And boom! There we go, all done already.
Not exactly tough, just overwhelming in sheer volume. Honestly, it's enough to exhaust even a fool.
Sparksy, sweetie, we altered once and the battle was over.
Suffering all this just for a mask? Definitely not a good trade.
Oh dear! Peculiar emoji. Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Oh, not even pretending anymore, huh? I should have known. Full Wish was only ever a puppet placed in the spotlight. So tell me, puppeteer in the shadows, what are you supposed to
Is that fucking Shuhu?
I know this one. Shush is the name of the robot on the express. I'm begging you. Leaving another version of yourself to suffer while you hide on the sidelines having a laugh? That's just low. Look at you. Nice going. We've really poked a massive hornet's nest this time. Let's fight our way out together.
Sure. The two sparkles are now going at it. Meanwhile, an emergency meeting is taking.
That's the situation. Blade's getting restless because of Shuhu's flesh. I need to
Managed to
stay
catch
here
all that.
and keep him from losing complete control.
Stay safe. Don't worry about us.
Turns out the happiness promised by the Smile Society is actually the flesh and blood of an emanator of the abundance. Seems like Full Wish's conspiracy goes far beyond just resurrecting the Herald of Death.
Sunny, what's the situation on your end?
Mr. Ashvale and I have arrived at the TV tower. They're still setting up the debate venue here, and nothing looks out of the ordinary.
You know each other?
It's a long story. I'll have to explain later. With the help of tuning, I will conceal my identity as a supplicant and cooperate fully with you.
She wants to find a way to cure the patients.
That's weird. She's caused such a huge mess, yet she's still inviting people to this debate? Isn't she afraid of getting exposed in front of everyone?
Maybe that's the point, though.
If the public catches wind of this, panic is inevitable. She knows we wouldn't dare risk exposing her in such a situation.
Allow me to add, the IPC has confirmed the scale of the Smile Society. More than 200,000 citizens have undergone the happiness surgery. To extrapolate,
200,000, oh god.
provide Full Wish is negligible. The probability of your victory is 71%.
Oh, that's good at least. What's the IPC planning, though?
I will publicly decline the invitation and prioritize the abundance anomaly.
Logic. Plain Arcadia needs a CEO right now, more than it needs a supplicant. If the situation spirals out of control, I will immediately terminate the Phantasmoon games.
Can you do that?
But until then, the PR department will do
Like, it's a game
utmost to
controlled by
support
an
you
Eon. I
and
don't think you can
defuse
just say
Fulwish's
nope.
PR offensive.
That should be enough. Thank you.
Danger lurks everywhere right now. I don't think it's wise for all of us to rush to Seafeld City. March and I will stay in Duo Mansion City, just in case something goes wrong.
Oh, right. We gotta watch the Express. It'd be a disaster if someone tried to steal our home. Besides, debates aren't really my thing.
Gee, I wonder why, Marchie. We'll take it from here, then.
You got it. I'll be sure to spam a few extra bullet comments for you.
Then let's head out. We'll be in touch.
It's still early. Where to now?
Alrighty then, though. I think I'm actually gonna call it here, though. If they could shut up for a second. There you go, let me find a more quiet space before they keep yapping. There we go. I'm gonna call it here. Bit of a shorter stream compared to what I usually do. But I've been trying to fix my sleep somewhat, and so I've been trying to... I've been trying to stream more frequently, but keep the streams a little bit shorter. We are going to continue on Friday, though. And on Friday, we're definitely going to be wrapping up the 4.2 at the very least. Maybe even already had a little bit into the 4.3, depending on how much stuff is actually, you know, left in this patch. We will see. For now, then. Let's see very quickly. Yep, just as I said earlier. Gui is now streaming herself, so let's pay her a visit, shall we? Return the favor for her spending time with us earlier. As for me, though, I'll be signing off, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever else it may be for you right now. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Oh god, where's my ending screen? There it is! Bye-bye!